Watson, touchdown! Hunter Renfrow. Little man makes another enormous play. 1 second remaining. Tagovailoa trying to make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins! The Crimson Tide will not be denied.
Good snap. Good hold. And the kick is blocked. Appalachian State has stunned the college football world. One of the greatest upsets in sports history. Blocked by Corey Lynch.
Good evening, my friends, and welcome to a very, very special live stream here on the Red 5478 YouTube channel. My name is Red. I am the mastermind of this poorly thrown together at the last minute live stream, and we are doing this for a couple of reasons. Now, my subscribers, y'all know that. Oh shit! Sorry about that, guys. I did the wrong thing. You guys know it's a shit show. I'm wrong. You guys all know, if you are subscribed here, that this is normally a college football YouTube channel, and will remain that. But this was too good to pass up. I mean, it's an ice bowl. It is -4 degrees in Kansas City, Missouri tonight, as there is a snowstorm madder than hell bearing down on the city, and wind chill is going to be in the -20-degree range. This is up there with the original ice bowl in 1967. And to make this even more of a shit show, it is exclusively streaming on Peacock. So I hope you guys are here and not trying to stream this on pirated websites. I don't, wink wink, condone the use of pirated websites. But because of that, I decided to take the opportunity tonight and have a little fun with some NFL. We haven't really talked NFL on this YouTube channel before. It is something brand new for us, but we're all familiar with the NFL. I mean, shit, this is where all of our favorite players from college go to live out their professional lives or die in it. So we are in for it. Yeah, I know, Chris, I'll LOL. We are in for a treat tonight as the Kansas City Chiefs face off against the Miami Dolphins exclusively on fucking Peacock, man. Fucking Peacock. God damn it. Hey, didn't I just see you? That was a fun live stream, man. Glad you were there for it. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate you. And I just realized that this custom thing that I made is not exactly working because all of my shit is just getting snuffed. So let me just move that here and do this, and hopefully this will eliminate my face from getting blocked. So, all right. I mean, it's not like you guys want to see my face. No, that's a lot better. All right, sweet deal. All right, so guys, we're in for it tonight. So we just witnessed an absolute ass beating in Houston. The Houston Texans just defeated the Cleveland Browns by a score of like, what was it, 45-14 or something like that. It was a blowout. They were playing the backups in the end of the fourth quarter, and it was just an ugly ass game. That game has no bearing on who is playing who, since this is the wild card round, obviously, and the Ravens get the lowest remaining seed. The Texans were 4, so unless Miami beats Kansas City, it's going to be more than likely. Well, we don't fucking know yet. I'm not even gonna try to pretend I know what the fuck I'm talking about in that regard. So. All right, guys. I'm doing this solo. Normally, I got a couple of friends of mine joining, but I'm doing this solo tonight for 2 reasons. Number one, challenge myself. I want to try to call a game straight from the hip with, and also just challenge myself as a, YouTuber. DJ, friendly salute to you, sir. Appreciate you coming back and being here for the show. We are entering the actual game itself now. They just introduced the game. It is Tarico and Jason Garrett calling the game tonight on Peacock. So that'll be an interesting thing. And once again, the other reason I'm doing this is because it's on Peacock. This is, a lot of y'all don't have a Peacock subscription, I bet. And who the fuck wants to buy Peacock for just one ball game, right? I have a Peacock because I have kids and they love the movies on there. So there you go. But what that means is you'll be able to hear my dumbass calling this dumbass game. And NDF, welcome back to the show. This is to be the least attended playoff game ever. I would say the COVID games were the least attended playoff games ever by a wide margin, and they just show Taylor Swift, so we're going to take a drink. God damn it. The drink of choice tonight, my favorite, Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's cheap, it's dirty, gets the job done. Pabst Blue Ribbon, not a sponsor. So we're going to be drinking, we're going to be laughing, we're going to be watching. As always, when I'm doing live streams, if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to just shout them out in the comments, and I will gladly answer them. If you got questions about this game, if you got questions about college football, about football in general, definitely um, feel free to give it a shout, and I will talk to you all night long. Steven Lemoyne, glad to see you here. At least watched, and least watched. Yeah, depending on how many people actually bought the Peacock subscription. This is either genius marketing by NBC or it's going to be really, really shitty ratings for NBC's Peacock. I mean, this is going to be kind of like do or die for this subscription app. If the ratings suck tonight, it's over for Peacock. Goddamn, I'm gonna be doing that a lot. So if you hate burping, sorry. Been drinking already. I hung out with Alan Nadeau earlier today on his stream for the Texans game, and it was not fun. Not fun at all. They are really pushing hard. They're still broadcasting on NBC at the moment uh, because of just trying to get people to go to watch this fucking game on Peacock and buy the subscription for $5.99. Yeah, I'm hopeful that a lot of y'all don't do that and just watch me tonight, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. Hopefully, better than these jackasses can in the booth. So we'll see. Wasteland Wanderer, I remember you. Damn, the Browns got destroyed. They fucking got destroyed. Remember this about the Browns, guys. They had done an amazing job this season of patching up holes, of patching up injuries, and trying to get something going. And they did really, really fucking good with, adjusting to all the adversity they faced this year. They got Joe Flacco off the fucking couch, and he did extraordinary during the regular season. But Cinderella's bell struck midnight, and it was over from there. I mean, shout out, salute to Joe Flacco on a hell of a comeback the last half of the season. I hope that dude lands a contract next season as a starter for a team that drafts a brand new quarterback so he can kind of mentor that quarterback and help grow that team into the next season. Because I doubt the Browns are going to retain him. I really do. Because they have Watson on the hook for however much was it? A $270 million contract for another year or two. So, I mean, it's a shitty situation if you think about it for the Browns. They really needed to make a run to try to justify getting Watson out of that contract, and it just did not work. So it sucks to suck sometimes, Cleveland. It really does. DJ Malone, should I be glad that I'm single in 2024? I mean, I'm single. I'm recently divorced. Yay? I'm just kidding. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Recently divorced myself. So, I mean, if you're single, it is what it is, man. I'm swearing off relationships for a very long time, not just because I have kids, but because it was a long-term relationship. But we press on, as all people do. We look forward. We look to the future. DJ Malone, I'm 28, dude. I'm 28 as well. Holy shit! I turned 29 in February. That's crazy, and I turned 29 in February, and I've already been married, divorced, had 2 kids, and a house. I am speed running this life right now. That's fucked. That's a fucked up thing to say, but it's true. When you think about it, it's true. So hey, hell yeah to the single boys, right? It is what it is, man. What's more important? It's not relationships and romantic relationships are not that important. What's important is the people and the family in your life. Getting a little too personal here for a moment, if that wasn't already too personal enough. But I actually just got done going to a funeral for a relative today, extended relative, but she passed away on New Year's Day. So that's why part 2 of the national championship history is slightly delayed. Had to go to that and deal with that process. But we're doing this, and life goes on. So the coldest playoff game in recent memory. It is -4 on the field, wind chill of around the -20s. And Patrick Mahomes, he's an absolute dog. I mean, he was out there warming up in the cold well before everybody else. And here's something. Here's something that to keep in mind for the game. Right? Sorry, I lost my words there for a second. when it's really goddamn cold like this, as any football player who's ever played in freezing temperatures knows, the hits hurt a lot more. The ground hurts a lot more because the ground's frozen, but the hits hurt a lot more too because your body is freezing in that shit. You can run around a lot, but especially if you're coming fresh off the sideline, it it really hurts. So these hits are going to be hard. And the other thing that we got to keep remember here is, especially with the wind gusts, man, it's going to be a ground game. This is going to be a shit show of a game to watch. So it's a good thing they're not broadcasting this on normal NBC tonight, because holy fucking shit, it is going to be a disaster to watch. So how about a cynical bastard telling you how this game is going to go? That might be more fun. So good, my dude. My last relationship was so bad at this point, I'm only waiting to date what? It's all good, dude. My last relationship was so bad that at this point, I'm only waiting to date interracially. You want to rephrase your message there, Sunshine? Wasteland, still not as cold as the 1967 Dallas versus Green Bay. It's close. It's close. I think Dallas and Green Bay was -7 or 8 Fahrenheit, and it had a wind chill of like -14 in that range. But because the Fahrenheit is not quite to that point, then it's not going to be as cold. But still, it's really goddamn cold. Like, there's not much difference between -7 and -14. You're screwed either way. There is literal ice chunks on the field. It's so damn cold. Okay, DJ, that's cool. Whatever you want to do, my man. All good, dude. They're trying to heat up the field. They actually have Peacock showing they have a boiler room at Arrowhead Stadium to try and warm up the field and break up the ice. But I'm thinking what happened is as soon as they took the tarp off, any moisture from trying to keep the field warm froze the fucking field. So they're playing on ice. Basically, there's ice chunks everywhere. All you can do is just break it up and try to move forward. You know what I mean? We got 38 of you bastards here. I'm glad to see it. I'm happy to have you guys along for the ride tonight. No, DJ, you're good, dude. You're good. I just didn't expect that comment. It's all good, my man. You're not in trouble. Here we go. So we're about to kick off here in Kansas City, and once again, it's cold as shit. It's just cold as shit. 40 people joining us for this live stream. Before we kick off, just want to say thank you to you all for joining us. Normally, I talk about college football content primarily. I got another video coming out sometime next week talking about a history of the national championship game. And if you want to subscribe and be on the lookout for that here in the near future, I would appreciate all you bastards for joining me. If you have a comment, if you have a question about this game or any football topic in general, feel free to put it in the chat. I will show it and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. And you're free to talk shit. Just, don't take it too far. Alan, I'm 22. My only real relationship I've ever had ended with it being too damn toxic. Happy to be single. Not looking to be in a relationship. Tree says every day above water is a good day. And DJ, I agree. That is fucking fact. It is a good day for the Ice Bowl. It's -4 degrees, the fourth coldest game in NFL history, and we are underway at Arrowhead Stadium with a kickoff to the right side of the field. That nearly bounces out of bounds. Will be returned, and he's going to be brought down around the 30-yard line. So Kansas City will get the ball first to start the game. And Patrick Mahomes, let's see how he does in this really extreme cold. It's not the first time he's had to play in a cold weather game, but this is officially now the fourth coldest game in NFL history at kickoff. Cheers, boys. It's going to be a good game, I hope. All right. So Kansas City's got the ball on the 30-yard line. They're lining up in a shotgun formation. They got Pacheco to his left. Everybody's kind of bunched in, trips up top, moving a man in motion. Snap, face the handoff, throws, tipped, incomplete. Intended for Kelsey on that play, did not reel it in. So, man, that's interesting. Very interesting. Stephen Lemoyne, I hope the WNBA ratings, even if I had Peacock, I wouldn't watch. I mean, everybody's got their pick, I generally don't watch basketball in general, let alone the women's basketball. But there you go. Mahomes, snap, throws, overthrown, incomplete again. That ball is hard as a rock. Going to be tough to swing around tonight. DJ, What are your favorite pizza toppings? Mushroom, bacon, and tomatoes. Actually, I know it's kind of weird to put tomatoes on top of pizza, but try it. Adds a little nice little twang to your bite, and it's better than pineapple. Ugh, don't put pineapple on your pizza. Third and 10, two straight depletions for Kansas City, just trying to figure out how to move this ball in this really shit cold game. I mean, it's really cold. Snap. Mahomes in shotgun looking to throw. He will. And it is caught by who else? Travis fucking Kelsey for a first down. And that is a feat of itself. They figured out how to throw the ball in -4 degree weather with 20-degree wind chill. That is insane. Great catch. But you could tell on the running when Kelsey tries to cut, he can't really dig into the turf like he normally would. So he kind of has to loop it around a little bit, not able to dig in his heels as much because there's just not a lot of traction. First and 10, snap, handed off to Pacheco. He'll take it up the gut, and he'll be brought down for about a 3.5 yard gain there. Going to be second and about 7 for the Chiefs. They are just past the 45-yard line on their own territory. So we are cooking. We are cooking this live stream. I got to tell you this right now. It would not surprise me to hear of multiple cases of frostbite tomorrow in Kansas City for fans that attended this game and didn't bundle up properly. If I see one shirtless idiot in the stands tonight, I'm going to go berserk. Like, you should be dressed warm for this kind of occasion. Like, really. Got a man faking motion for Kansas City as they snap the ball again, hand off to Pacheco off the gut, and he will be past the first down marker, brought down in the Miami territory, 44-yard line. And Pacheco helping this offense really get moving here. I mean, that ball was handed off beautifully up the gut. Nice big hole up the middle, bonk, for a first down. And Miami is just having a really hard time stopping the Kansas City attack right now. They had 2 incompletions because Mahomes overthrew the damn ball. And then 3 straight runs. Mahomes will do a quick check down to Travis Kelsey. He'll take it to the outside, and he'll be brought down for a 9-yard gain around the 35-yard line. Yeah, 35-yard line. DJ, pineapple pico de gallo is top tier. I got to try it with pico, but I don't know about pineapple, dude. I really don't know about pineapple on a pizza. I've had it, but it's not my favorite at all. I really don't know. I fully expect the mustache for Andy Reid to be completely frozen by halftime. Like, I want to see a full walrus stash. Single back formation as Mahomes hands it off up the middle to Pacheco. He's breaking free. Down to the 20, down to the 15, all the way down to around the 13-yard line. And it'll be first and 10 from inside the red zone for the Dolphins, or sorry, for the Chiefs. Jesus Christ, I've already been drinking too much. Let's have another drink. Just great blocking up front by the Chiefs offensive line. They're moving the ball really well, and this is what Miami needs to replicate when they get the ball here soon. Another handoff to Pacheco up the gut. This time they finally shut him down for maybe a 2.5-yard gain there. So it'll be second and about 8. It is, and we got an injured Dolphin. Riley, number 45 for Miami, is a little banged up on the play. He is looking a little frustrated at the moment. Daniels is doing that one of those faces like, oh, God, it's cold. Mahomes is shotgun formation. They got trips up top with Kelsey, and they're going to snap the ball. Mahomes throws it. It's caught, and it will be a touchdown for Rice. Kansas City gets the touchdown of the game, first one, and they will take the early lead. Kelsey was doing one of those little fake, like, man, I don't know what the hell we're doing, and then snap the ball things. They just showed Tua bundled up like a goddamn child in a puffy coat on the sideline, just with disdain. And Rice just got open under the middle in the flat and just took it up to the corner for the touchdown. They were caught in zone coverage. Nobody was assigned to Rice to keep an eye on him. The safeties and the corners on the right-hand side of the field just were not paying attention to him. He got wide open and walked straight on in for a touchdown. Pretty easy. Extra points good. 7-0. for Kansas City. They are in the lead with about how much time is left in the first quarter already? That was a pretty damn good drive. It was 7-0 in the first quarter. So we're at the commercial break right now. And yeah, boys, this is getting pretty goddamn interesting already. So Miami needs to really figure out what the fuck they're going to do here on offense this upcoming drive. Look, I do not believe in the myth that if a team from the South is playing in the cold, they can't play. Then they're going to lose no matter what they do. I know we've seen plenty of games over the years. Dallas in the original Ice Bowl, San Diego in the Cincinnati Freezer Bowl for the AFC Championship at Old Riverfront Stadium back in the day, and they lost their games. And in San Diego's case, they got killed in their game. They played in Miami a week before that, and they really got fucked on that one. So I don't believe that just because this team is playing in the cold that they're screwed, right? I don't believe in that myth at all. But I also believe that having to come from a warm climate like Miami into the middle of this inferning snowstorm hell that Kansas City has, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a good and easy transition for them either. So, I mean, we'll have to see. DJ, Mango is S tier. Mango on a pizza? Are you sure about that? Let me think about that for a second. No, I don't see it. I don't see it, man. Sorry. Once again, we're in commercial at the moment. I gotta make a banner that says, hey, we're in commercial, so we're shooting shit. I'll do that right now, actually. So let's see here. Let's see here. Shoot. Shit. There we go. And now when we're going to commercial, we'll pop this guy up. And when we're back from commercial, we'll take it back down. We're learning. We're learning how to fucking live stream, guys. I think this is only the fourth one I've hosted on this channel. First time we posted actual NFL football. And god damn it, they just showed Taylor Swift again. Take a drink. There's a brave Miami fan bundled up with a sign saying, I wish it was colder. Hey, props to that Miami fan, man. He's probably a Kansas City native. Otherwise, he wouldn't fucking be there. I kind of want to know what all they're doing to help these fans with the cold tonight. Like, are they giving away free hot chocolate? Like, I hope they're giving away free hot chocolate at the game. That would be dope. Once again, during the game or even during commercial, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me about football, about college football, feel free to shout it out, or even just shooting the shit in general. Feel free to shout it out in the chat. I'll highlight it and I'll answer it here on air. 11 minutes to go in the first. Butker boots it, and it's underway for the kickoff. Miami will settle for a touchback. And here we go. Here we go for Miami. And this is where the rubber's going to really meet the road here. Tua is playing with gloves on both of his hands. That is a bold strategy. Because when you got a when you got shit, what the fuck was I gonna say? When you got to throw it, there's less gripping on the ball. $5.99 and they will offer sunscreen. How the fuck does that help a guy in this environment? My lord. All right, give me 1 second. I got to turn my camera off. I fuck around with something real quick. But we're still calling the game. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Miami. They're just going to hand it off to Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage. 1 second here. Still here, guys. Just had to adjust something on my camera real quick, so bear with me. It is still a shit show. It is still a shit show. Thanks to all 37 of you fuckers for being here. If you like what we're doing, subscribe. We mainly talk about college football, but it's the fucking Ice Bowl. Why would we not show it? Handoff for Miami. They're going to take it to Mostert again, and again he is stuffed at the line. It is going to be 3rd and 9 for Miami. Look, this Kansas City defense is just fucking scary, dude. They have been scary all season long. I mean, all season long. Um, Fins up. I wish it were colder. A lot of brave Dolphin fans in Arrowhead tonight for this game. Props to them, man. Seriously, somebody needs to tell me if they're helping these fans out with free hot chocolate. That's what I would be doing. Just like, hey, free warm, not warm water, hot chocolate. What's better than football and hot chocolate at Arrowhead? That'd be great. 3rd and 9, Miami's lined up in the shotgun, and they're going to throw a flag. Looks like they've got false start on Miami. False start's going to back them up, and Brad Rogers is the official tonight. He's the white hat for the game. It's going to be 3rd down for the Dolphins, and it is interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Number 73 for Miami flinched, and that's what drew the flag. Remember, if you're an offensive lineman playing this game, even a little twitch, like that's all it takes to get a flag thrown on you if you're on the offensive line. All right, 3rd and 13 for Miami. They got to do something here. They got to check it down to I can't get his name. Number 23 for Miami, and he'll be brought down short. It's going to be 4th and long. It was Wilson Jr. on the reception. Miami's going to have to punt. Good luck punting the ball when it's hard as a rock, let me tell you. Let me fucking tell you. It's going to be a long night for the punters if they have to be used a lot. Hey, Illogical, buddy. Glad you can join us for this shit show. Glad you're here, man. All right. 4th and 7, Miami will punt. Bailey is the punter. All right. And it's away. Clean. Almost blocked, but still clean. That'll be brought down and die around the 43-yard line, it looks like, inside of Kansas City territory. So Mahomes will come back on the field. And let's see here. We got an in-game update on Peacock. And the bullshit that we're paying for those of you guys like me that are paying Peacock, they're just talking about the goddamn Ice Bowl again. Like, you're paying for Peacock, you still got to watch commercials. Isn't that shitty? Oh, man. Now, keep in mind, so this is a fun fact, right? So, in terms of cold play, the last time there was a cold playoff game like this was the outdoor game in Minnesota where it was -6 against Seattle with Minnesota and Seattle. So, this was -4 at kickoff. The 3 games ahead of them are the 2015 NFC wildcard, Seattle at Minnesota, the Freezer Bowl in the 1980s AFC Championship between San Diego and Cincinnati, and obviously the legendary Ice Bowl at Lambeau between the Cowboys and the Packers for the NFL Championship back in the day. So, let me see something real quick here. So, all right. I know. I hate dead air too, guys. I'm sorry. Again, if you got any comments you want to make or questions about the game, feel free to ask in the chat. I'm having a good time so far. I'm kind of expecting this to. So far, it's kind of looking like PC kind of has this, but Miami could make adjustments. So we'll have to wait and see. And now we're going to a break after a fucking delay. There's a dumbass without a shirt on at the game right now. It's just his pink because it's freezing. What an idiot. God. A buddy of mine, isolated Bama fan, was like, I don't know if you just streamed the game. I'm sure I got in trouble for that a few years to get back. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, never mind, I thought you were putting the Peacock stream on your channel. No. Come on. I'm not. Listen, I'm talking about the game. I'm not broadcasting any of it because obviously I'm not rich enough to have any rights to show NFL footage. This is not that kind of a show. I wish I did. That'd be badass as fuck. But, it sucks. You know what does suck? Having to pay Peacock just to watch your favorite team play a playoff game. Now, granted, in Miami and in the Kansas City broadcasting markets, They don't have to. It's being shown on their local NBC affiliate. But for all of us, we got to pay for the Peacock. All right, first down for Kansas City. It's going to be run off the gut for Pacheco, and he's going to be stuffed at the line for maybe a yard, and he'll be at the 45 for Kansas City. Let me see something real quick here. So, what is this shit that they're playing? What the fuck? It's Mahomes in a bank? Mahomes on dollar bills? God, Peacock is on crack. What the fuck is this shit? What is this bullshit? I feel like ever since ESPN started doing these games, and they would like broadcast it with these funny animations that look like they just came out of a second-rate Pixar animation house. Everybody's trying to do the same shit, and it just doesn't hit. It just doesn't hit. I don't know why. I'm not a fan of them. It's funny, but in like this movie is bad, so let's laugh at it. Funny, you know what I mean? Thanks again to everybody that's here. I appreciate you all listening to me talk about this game rather than paying the cops. So, 3rd and 6 for Kansas City. They haven't had a 4th down yet. Mahomes getting pressured. He'll chuck it deep, and it is dropped right through the hands. Oh, my God. Are you shitting me? You had it right there. That was just barely out of your – it wasn't even out of your reach. Hardman, the intended receiver, he had about a good 2 steps on the corner, and it literally just fell right between the hands. Granted, the ball wasn't placed exactly where you would want it to be, but you got to catch that if you're in the NFL. Like, obviously, I wouldn't be able to catch that ball, but if you're in the NFL and the ball is here and your hands are over here, you need to be able to reach your hand out and snatch it. Punts away, and it'll die at the 10-yard line. Great punt for Kansas City. I wonder how much the fact that the ball is frozen and the field is frozen is going to affect the bounce of said football. Very, very interesting thing to think about if you really want to get scientific about it. But I digress. Been kind of quiet in the comments, guys. Come on. You got some questions? You want to shoot the shit? I don't give a damn. We're in commercial at the moment. So, yeah, come on. I can't keep thinking this shit up. You know what I mean? It's a nice bowl. It's a lot of fun so far, but I can't stream the actual game. So lay it on me, boys. And maybe women. I know there are a couple of women that watch this channel. I have looked at the analytics. You exist. It's mainly a sausage fest, and then you got a couple of hot dog buns laid in there. So it's I appreciate the female viewers. I do. Hey, Chase, Valor, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you here. Hello there is not what I was looking for, but glad to see you. We're hovering around 40 people consistently. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all being here. All right. I'll tell you this right now, if I can just kind of shoot my 2 cents on it. I know for my college football audience, the guys that subscribe to this channel for college football, I know we don't normally talk NFL, but I'll just say this right now. I really hate the way DeBoer left Washington. According to what some of the players are saying, they found out when they were watching ESPN in the weight room at the university. DeBoer apparently didn't address the team. Allegedly, I heard a couple people say he might have, but then there's some people that say he didn't. And I think that's pretty bullshit. I'm doing well. Thoughts on Cleveland? Cleveland, I'm sorry, guys. I said it at the top of the stream, but I'll say it again. Absolutely selling. Well, listen, man, that team was being held together with duct tape, Joe Flacco brand duct tape. And duct tape works really goddamn well in small applications, right? Say you got a small crack in your gutter that you need to fix. You put a little duct tape on it temporarily. But you got a quarterback vacancy and you trying to make the playoffs, you put a Joe Flacco in. But when you try to make that shit run for a very long time, eventually that duct tape is going to wear out. And that's what happened tonight. The Flacco duct tape solution for Cleveland wore out. Joe, welcome to the show. Who's your pick for the Super Bowl? After this, I wasn't going to pick the Browns or the Texans. I'm going to say Kansas City still somehow bullshits their way to the Super Bowl. And I'm gonna say, man, I really don't know out of the NFC. I'm gonna say the Niners, and I think the Niners will take it. Handoff. Miami has the ball, 1st and 10, and they'll get actually a good run for the first time in this game, and brought down for a 9-yard rush. It's no longer the commercial. Stick that down. Dumb Gamers, hey buddy, how you doing? Stroud's goated. Let's pump the brakes. It's his first year, god damn it. He's done really goddamn well, and Houston set up pretty good, but let's cool off. KC has no wide receivers. Ravens win the Super Bowl. I mean, it'll come down between the two of them, I think, to be honest with you. It'll either be Kansas City or it'll either be Baltimore, I think. Handoff again. Mostert with the carry. He's going to get first down, pick up about 5 yards. It'll be a first down for Miami as they're finally starting to string together a drive here. They went 3 and out in the first attempt. Just nothing was working their first time out on the field. I really don't know who's going to go to the Super Bowl. It's wonderfully frustrating to not know. Oh, this team's not going to just cruise through the playoffs, right? It's a good feeling. We're not sure what's going to happen next. Kansas City, I think, has a shot. Baltimore has a shot. Bills have a shot, but we don't know. All right, snap. Tagovailoa hands it off, and he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage again. And I think I just saw a chunk of ice, like actual ice, roll across the field. Like this little square chunk of legitimate grass and muddy ice just rolled along the field. That's how fucking cold it is. Man, you got to have really big spikes in your cleats tonight to do this game. Like, I'm not even kidding about that. There's no way you're gonna get traction otherwise. Anybody playing with molded cleats is screwed. Billy, you know what? An ESPN writer, Super Bowl is Dallas versus Kansas City. Yeah, I agree. If ESPN had their way, but they won't. Tagovailoa will rush out of the pocket and pick up a first down on his own for a scramble. So Tagovailoa is definitely operating as per normal so far. The cold's not really throwing him off at all. Tried to fake a toss, and he just decided to say screw it. He might have had a man out wide, but he had the corner lurking underneath, and it was just on the run. That's a really hard throw to make, so it wasn't going to work out. 1st and 10 for Miami. They are starting to string together a pretty decent drive. Let me see here. They got a single back formation, man in motion, play action pass. Tagovailoa will throw it. It is caught, and it'll be another first down for Miami. A chain with the reception on that play. So, actually, no, it's going to be just short of a first down. It's going to be 2nd and short. My mistake. Nice little dump down pass right there to a chain there. Just barely threw it above Jones's hand for Kansas City. He was reaching up for it and just barely missed him. Could have been tipped really easily there if he had another inch on that hand. 2nd and inches. Miami is starting to string together something nice here. They are on the 45-yard line of their own territory, the Miami 45. All right, snap. Tag will throw it behind him, and it is on the ground, and it'll be an incomplete pass. I thought he threw it behind him from this camera angle. He might have thrown a lateral, but they are calling it an incomplete pass. Valor. I saw that, and I thought they were dick riding Mahomes as usual. Man. Well, I don't know, man. I think the reason why ESPN talks the shit the way they talk is because they're just trying to get the most ratings. That's it. All right. We are 3rd and inches now. I don't know why Miami just doesn't run it up their ass here. Just run the ball up their ass. You're 3rd and inches, for God's sake. If you can't run it up their ass, there's no point in you playing football. Snap, and they'll hand it off up the gut. It'll be first down, but we got a flag. We got a flag. Let's see what the flag is. Got about 3.5 to go in the first, guys. So we got quite a bit of game to go here. Appreciate all y'all for being here. We got a false start again on Miami. What the fuck? What the fuck is discipline? Y'all are killing yourselves right now. You had a false start on the last drive. Now you got a false start on this drive. keep it together. Who flinched? I got to see this. And where was the false start? Where the fuck was the false start? I didn't see a false start. Did you guys? Well, of course not. You guys are not watching this on Peacock because it costs money. 3rd and 5. So much for 3rd and inches. Snap. Tagovailoa looks. He'll look again. He'll throw. And it is intercepted. Intercepted by Kansas City inside of the 45-yard line. They will take over. First real mistake for Miami tonight. Jesus fucking Christ. Here we fucking go again. My Lord. I mean, that was just an overthrown ball. I mean, where the hell was he trying to throw it? He way overthrew his target by a good 5 yards, and it was just everybody's blowing up now. Tua, turn the ball over. Turn the ball over. I don't know. God, some of these throws, man, just don't make any goddamn sense to me. We're back to commercial now, so again, if you all have anything you want to say about that last play, comment in the chat. I'll answer it here on stream. Billy, that's going to get you sorry, I did not mean to. That's going to put you in timeout. That's going to put you in timeout. Sorry, I know that there's a lot of jokes made about the commissioner, but don't say that. Not on my stream. We can get edgy with the jokes, but don't threaten harm. Okay? Come on, dude. Be sensible. I'm an unhinged son of a bitch, but I'm not going to start yelling, oh, we need a John Wilkes book. You know, like, those of you that are on the stream, you saw what he said. I'm not going to repeat it. Don't fucking do that again. Come on, dude. I like you. You're a friend of mine, but come on. And that's going to be a timeout easily. You know, you can hate it, but it is what it is. All right. Does anybody else have anything to add to the stream? Because that is Don't worry, Billy. It's not permanent. It's just a timeout, man. You got to keep it. I'm not saying you got to keep your shit PG. You can say what you want in here. Just don't threaten harm on other people or suggest harm come to other people. That's all I ask, guys. Come on. Let's be honest here. Don't cross the line. Thank you, Valor. I'll need you to mod, but thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to add? All right. So, let me see here. Breaking news: Titans have completed an interview with Ravens defensive coordinator Mike McDonald for the team's head coaching position. That'll be interesting. Titans are one of those teams that nobody really saw coming that could possibly be firing their head coach. So when they did, I was genuinely shocked, and then they described it as a power struggle thing. So it is what it is. We're back from commercial in Kansas City. Score 7-0 with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. So let's see what the hell happens now. Thoughts on the Black Monday firings? I just touched on that for a moment, but biggest one that surprised me was the Pete Carroll and the Mike Vrabel releases. Those were the ones that surprised me the most. Mahomes shotgun snap will throw it, and it is deflected, incomplete. So yeah, that is going to be a 2nd and 10. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this dude's name. I'm sorry, but he was the reason for the deflection. He actually rushed pretty good, got right up into his face with a blocker in front of him. I've gotten a piece of the ball actually. Wow, that's a really good pass rush on that. Second and 10 for Kansas City. Ball snap. Mahomes looking to throw. And looking. They'll throw. And it is caught. And that'll be brought down. Oh, he's still going. Rashid Rice is still going. It's all the way down to the 35-yard line. They're blowing the play dead now. And Pacheco just fell to the ground. I think he's okay. Just fell down. Oh, man. Yeah, Pacheco, Rashid Rice was wide open. Mahomes just threw a bullet right at him. is wide open with a man about 5 yards away and just hauled ass right to the 35. So great play there for Kansas City. And suddenly the Chiefs have hands. They have hands at wide receiver once again. So it is incredible to see when the offense is actually catching the damn ball. Hand off in the middle. Pacheco's trying to go for the line. He will get to the first down, brought down around the 24-yard line. This Chiefs offense is absolutely moving right now. I mean moving. Hang on one second here. Yeah, Pacheco, they didn't have that much of a hole, but that's how good fucking Pacheco is. He will find the slightest crease that has a little bit of daylight in that O-line and will just slide his tiny ass right through it. Great awareness by him, and not to mention he had to break a shoestring tackle, just barely kept his knees off of that frozen turf. So, great job. Great job by Pacheco, but we got a Dolphin hurt. God damn it. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. And I think that's going to take us to commercial. So we got a minute 51 to go in the game. I don't think we're going to commercial. It's what pisses me off. Like, you can anticipate when you're watching this on broadcast TV when they're going to take a break with all this pull cut away at the injury. And okay, now they're going to take a break. So they'll usually cut away real quick. This time they lingered on the defensive coach for like a minute. And the man down is Eli Apple. Huh. Eli Apple's hurt. I don't always try him upon any man, but fuck that guy. I'm not a fan of Eli Apple. And he's a former Ohio State player, too. I just think he's one of the most overrated players that play corner in the game. Like, I am not a fan of his work. But hey, that's just me. I hope he's all right. So, once again, we are in commercial. Let's play a little lo-fi while we wait. So far, the one thing that I'm kind of struck by is that other than like a kind of a dicey throw that could have been caught, Kansas State's catching the ball. And they're catching the ball pretty well, despite it being part of the rock. I don't know if they're keeping them in like a humid, warm bag to keep the balls warm. Bonk. But that is they're doing a pretty good job so far hanging on and actually figuring out a way to play offense on this frozen tundra that we have in Arrowhead. That's a phrase I never thought I would say. Frozen tundra and Arrowhead. Could you imagine if they were playing this game in Lambeau tonight? That's a game that I would expect to get delayed, honestly. And I'm still pissed off, but I understand why they delayed the Bills game to Monday. I get it. A lot of people that work in Buffalo are going to be calling off now. So that's also going to piss off a lot of companies. But you got to understand, I saw a lot of people get pissed off about the Buffalo game being delayed. And I mean, at the end of the day, I get it. You have a state of emergency. There's a fucking ton of snow on the ground. You're barely going to be able to get to the stadium to clean all that snow off, let alone go there and watch a football game, an NFL football game. So they did what they did, and it's okay. The game's still going to happen, and it's going to be a little bit better on Monday, but there's still going to be a little bit of snowfall happening at kickoff as we come back from commercial. Thanks to the 30 of y'all that have been watching this game from the start. Appreciate you guys being here. As it's 1st and 10 for Kansas City at the 25. They are threatening in the red zone. Mahomes will hand it off to Pacheco, and he'll get about 4 yards up to the 21, it looks like. So the 2nd and 6. And the one thing that is apparently clear to me right now is that Miami's greatest weapon is Tua Tagovailoa, and he is not the difference maker tonight so far. They need to rely on running the ball. It's cold, it's windy, it's hard to catch. So if you can't run the fucking ball, you're kind of screwed. Mahomes dropped back to pass. He's looking, he's throwing it after some pressure. Slipped through the hands of Travis Kelce. Are you kidding me? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Sorry. Pissed with the Texans fans saying CJ's Tom Brady. Dude, it's all right. Just come on. Let's use our head here. Susan, welcome back to the show. Casey, come to Buffalo. We're going to show you how it's done. I like the sound of that. A little trash talk for the Kansas City fans watching. I love the sound of that. Good luck against the Steelers. I hope the Bills win that game. Fuck the Steelers. Personally, fuck the Steelers. 3rd and 7. Mahomes looking to throw again. He will. It is caught by Rashid Rice. Does he get to the sticks? It's going to be close. So we brought down at the 15. They are calling a 4th down. 4th down for Kansas City in inches. I was kind of thinking there was going to be a measurement there, but nope, not quite. Not quite. All right. It's going to be 4th and inches, and they are going to go for it. Okay. I mean, this is the kind of game where you would like to take the points, and you could see the fucking ice on Reed's mustache. Hurry up, offense. And, they're going to call a timeout. They try to rush to the line to get Dolphins to jump, and it does not work. So it'll be timeout, Kansas City, and they will likely kick a field goal here. We're looking at the pylon cam, and is that a 1st down? The ball is right on the line. It's really goddamn close. They're showing the replays, and I think if he's short by like maybe an inch or two. It's really goddamn close. I don't know for a fact if that is over the line. I don't know if the ball, if I recall correctly, the ball just has to touch the line to gain for it to be a 1st down. It's kind of like if you score a touchdown. If the ball just breaks the plane, it's a touchdown. Same thing for a 1st down, I believe, as long as it breaks the plane. So 4th and inches, and I don't know what we're doing here. The Walrus has a frozen mustache, folks. I called it. And they're going to challenge the spot on the field. Kansas City is going to call a challenge after calling a timeout. I mean, it's only the 1st quarter. It's only the 1st quarter, for God's sake. We're about an hour into this game almost, and it's only 14 seconds to go on the 1st. And that's a quick-ass review. The replay review is called a 1st down. So, like, instantly, as soon as they said, all right, we're going to take a look at this, replay was like, yeah, it's a 1st down. And you can see on the replay, that ball appears to cross. It's hard for me to tell because they got the sticks on both sides of the field, right? They got sticks on both sides. So you see the ball. It looks like it is covering the far side pylon or the far side set of chains, but you're not really sure until you get a close-up view of it. And, I mean, I guess it's not that obvious, but I guess it was obvious enough to the booth to just give it to them. So it's going to be 1st and 10. As we pour one out for Taylor Swift. Not really. So, what are we doing? I guess they are going to reset the clock to 52 seconds, and they're going to start the clock on the snap. So, okay, well, clock management, that's fine. And the Chiefs have 2 timeouts remaining. Again, it's only the 1st quarter, for God's sake. It feels like it's already the end of the 1st half, but we're not even close to the end of the 1st half yet. We still got a whole 2nd quarter to play, and it's feeling like it's already. Oh boy. Okay. 1st and 10, and they're running a wildcat formation with Pacheco taking the direct snap, and he'll run up the middle for about 5 yards. Interesting play call there. I know, Billy. I know. I saw somebody said beer. Don't worry. I will get their ass later. Is Kansas City going to call another play before the 1st quarter ends? We are under 30 seconds to go now. I guess they will. Probably the last play of the quarter here for Kansas City as they are on the 10-yard line looking to score a touchdown. Pacheco gets the handoff. He'll take it up to the outside, but he'll be stonewalled for about a yard gain. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we're going to end a very long 1st quarter. Kansas City is threatening to get another touchdown. They have a 7-3 lead currently. And they are threatening big time. And we'll have to wait and see. I just saw a camera cut. Don't freak out. I saw a camera cut to the outside of Arrowhead, and I saw 2 or 3 ambulances with their lights flashing outside the stadium. And I know it wasn't cop cars because they were box trucks. They were those box style trucks. So I think there was a couple of people that might have already gotten injured being at the game. Alan, apparently Kyle Juszczyk's wife designed Taylor Swift's jacket she's wearing tonight. Interesting. Doesn't surprise me too much, to be honest with you, but that's interesting to say the least. Very, very interesting. All right, so we're back to commercial here. It's the end of the first quarter. We have a mildly entertaining affair. It's definitely not worth the $6 you would have paid on Peacock. I'm glad you all are spending the night with me. I really appreciate all of y'all for being here to watch the show. Shameless plug, if you are a fan of football, I normally don't talk NFL. I'm just here tonight because the college season ended this week with Michigan winning the national championship. I'm in the middle of making my next video. It's part 2 to the BCS. Well, it's part 2 of the college national championship game history. And it's going to be about the BCS. I think it's probably one of the most anticipated videos we've made on this channel in the very short history that we've been uploading college football content. We're going to be talking about college football all summer long. So if you like college football, feel free to subscribe and join us. We just passed 900 subscribers today. Thanks to everybody that has been here for this ride. I don't know how far we're going to get. I don't know where it's going to take us, but I appreciate every single one of you crazy bastards for joining me for this show. And to continue on with the talk of this game, Tua needs to get his ass moving. I don't know what it is with the Dolphins tonight, but they just cannot. They've really had a tough time of it as we open up our second beer of the game. PBR for the win. Comment. Dude, Dumb Gamers, $5. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. How many Taylor Swift appearances until Red gets drunk? Well, to be honest with you, I'm taking a drink every time we see her, right? You remember, if you all know me from the Your Name Tree Discord, there was a night when Taylor Swift was first starting to date Travis Kelce publicly, where I took a drink every time she appeared on TV of whiskey. I had like 16 shots of whiskey that night. Not a fun day the next day. Back from the commercial, it is 3rd and 6 for Kansas City. And the ball is completely screwed up on the snap. Mahomes is looking. He's trying to throw it. He'll just chuck it for the end zone. And it's out of bounds. That is going to be a 4th and 6. And now you got to believe they're going to just take the points here. You're going to believe they just take the points here. Gamers, thank you. I really appreciate you donating the money. Sincerely, that is it's an honor. We don't get too many donations on this channel. And you doing that puts a lot of trust in me trying to do the best possible job I can. So thank you. I really appreciate you. You're a good friend of mine. Didn't have to do that, but thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man. All right. So, all right. Kansas City will attempt a 28-yard field goal. It is up, and it is through as Kansas City now has a 2-score lead. They are leading 10-0 with 14 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the second quarter. And something that we haven't really talked about tonight that much because obviously the Ice Bowl. Come on, dude. This is Tyreek Hill's first game back at Arrowhead since joining the Miami Dolphins. So, nice little storyline there, but Hill really hasn't been a factor at all yet. He's just kind of there tonight. He hasn't really gotten any opportunities for the catch. Hasn't really had a whole lot of success so far. Miami's offense has been kind of struggling a lot. So we'll have to wait and see if he wakes up here in the second quarter. If the Miami offense wakes up at all in the second quarter. We'll have to wait and see. But they got to get a touchdown here sooner, at least get some points on the board. They got to do something. They're down by 10 points already in the second. Kansas City's looking pretty good so far, dominant on offense. The defense is doing pretty well. They already got one interception off the Tua. And, you can't really complain right now if you're a Chiefs fan. If you're a Dolphin fan, you're sweating. And if you're in the Arrowhead, that sweat is already freezing to your fucking skull. As we prepare for kickoff. And here we go. But to answer your question, gamers, I got another 9 of these beers in the fridge. So if I need to go through all of them tonight, I will. Butker squibs it, line drive right down to the 20. It'll be picked up and it'll be run back all the way to the 35, 37-yard line, actually. So, 14:45 to go in the first half. And so far, Tua is 2 of 4 for 15 yards with an interception. Mostert's had 3 rushing opportunities with 7 yards. And again, like I said, Tyreek Hill hasn't done shit yet. This is the drive that Miami needs to wake up, or they're going to have a long second half. I can't get over that glorious frozen mustache on Andy Reid's face. That is like, I knew it would not take long before he was wearing a mustache of ice. All right, 1st and 10 for Miami at the 38-yard line. Pretty good field position to start after a shit kickoff. And Tua fakes the toss, looking to throw, checks it down to Hill. First reception of the night for Tyreek Hill. He'll get about 9 yards on that catch. And the Cheetah finally has something to do. So Tyreek Hill finally getting some work in tonight. First catch of the game. Everybody was talking about not only the Ice Bowl, but also the fact that this is Tyreek Hill's kind of homecoming here after playing for Kansas City for a few years and winning a Super Bowl with them, I might add. So, 2nd and 1 for Miami. They are on the 47-yard line. Snap, handoff, play action actually. Tua looking deep. Will throw. He's got a man. And it is caught by Hill. Tyreek Hill to the 10. 5. Touchdown Miami. But a flag is thrown. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone, everybody. Let's see what the flag is. Where was it thrown? I don't know where the flag was fucking thrown. But Tyreek Hill, what an incredible play. If it stands, that is exactly what Miami needed. And that's going to be pass interference on the defense. They'll decline that. The touchdown will stand. And suddenly Miami's in this fucking ball game. So, holy shit, the high-end talent has arrived. And my Lord, what a beautiful play. Hill was the man in motion, makes it just a streak right up the middle, right up the side of the field, beats McDuffie. McDuffie tries to tackle him, couldn't get him down, makes 2 cuts, one to the left, one to the right, and then just hauls it right in. For an easy, it looked easy on TV, but it was impressive. Extra points good, 10-7. Kansas City still leads, but Miami finally gets a fucking touchdown. Tua finally gets the ball moving. Miami can actually play in the cold, we have just learned. So we got a good game here, hopefully, on our hands. And that was incredible. That was an incredible joy to watch. It's a goddamn shame that was behind the paywall and I can't show a replay. But Jesus Christ. Chiefs defense just got fucking played hard. Just absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing as fuck. We're in commercial. Naturally. Like I was saying before that happened, Tyreek Hill's been pretty goddamn quiet. He didn't really get any work in the first quarter. Finally, in the second quarter, he gets a little bit of work. 2 straight completions. One was a modest gain for about 9 yards, and then a touchdown catch where he absolutely made the corner McDuffie look like a fucking idiot. And we're doing something good here so far. So, hold on to your butts, boys. It's going to be a good one. Thankful for all 25 of y'all for being here tonight. Really am. So, then again, if you guys are new here and you've never been on this channel before, welcome everybody. Glad you can join us for this game. My name is Red. This channel is normally dedicated to just college football content. We shitpost about college football. Some people compare it to your name's resale content, but I try to do my own thing for the most part. I have a new video coming out next week at some point. It's going to be part 2 of my history of the national championship game series. Part 1 is up now. Go check that out after the stream if you don't mind. Put it on your watch later. And give me a subscribe. You'll get notified anytime I upload. We try to upload once every week, once every 2 weeks. So, and we're going to be talking about college football mainly all summer long. And we will be diving into the UFL when that starts up in March. I don't know to what extent. We'll probably do a live stream of the opening game, and we'll see what happens. But I'm paying $25 a month for this fucking StreamYard shit, and I want to put it to good use. So that's why we're doing this stream tonight. Even though we're a college football YouTube channel, we're doing this stream tonight because the unique historic purposes of this game. It's a fucking ice bowl. It's -7 in Kansas City right now, and you just don't get games like this every day. And it's a special occasion. I'm glad we're here in the warm comforts of our home, not paying $5 a month to Peacock. I mean, I'm paying $5 a month to Peacock, but I'm telling you guys what's going on. So you're getting the game basically for free on radio, in a sense. And the ball's away. We are back from commercial. And actually, sorry, the ball is not away. It fell off the fucking tee. So we're going to do this over again. And it's 8-mile-an-hour swirling winds in Kansas City. He's going to get another chance to try to kick the ball off without the help of the helper. And he will, and it's a really squibby, shitty kick, which is kind of expected for -7-degree temperatures here. And that'll be brought down around the 31-yard line, 32-yard line, but we got a flag. Got a flag. So let's see what the flag is about. And one more thing, guys, if you have a question about the game, where we're at, if you have a question about football in general, if you want to talk about college with the Alabama bullshit, if you want to talk about something NFL related, drop it in the chat. Even if it's not, whether you're paying for a super chat, which I would appreciate, that's holding on Kansas City, or if you just have a general question, I read all of my comments on the air and I'll highlight it. So feel free to drop it, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. I really do. So, going to be 1st and 10. That was against Kansas City, so it backs them up to the 20-yard line on the holding. So it'll be 1st and down at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation, play action for Mahomes. He's looking downfield. We'll throw it. It is caught by Kelsey. He's making a move up the field, and he'll be brought down around the 43-yard line. And do we get Taylor Swift. Got a drink. Anytime I see Taylor Swift, we get a drink. So, great play by Kelsey. I mean, that dude was wide fucking open. There was nobody over there. The corner bit on the wide receiver. He was making a slant up to the sideline, leaving Kelsey wide open for the check down. So, great recognition there by Mahomes. And Kelsey then proceeded to just storm his way up the field for another 10 yards. Kelsey gets the ball again, and he drops it again. Second drop of the night for Travis Kelsey. It was a little check down pass by Mahomes. Didn't really have a whole lot of promise on that, but I mean, he threw it. Also, it's interesting to see that Mahomes is throwing the ball. That throw, the laces were out. Normally, when you see a quarterback throw the ball, the laces are in the fingers, right? He's throwing the ball without the laces, which kind of tells you how cold the fucking ball is, or how cold his hands are. 2nd and 10, Miami. Kansas City is on their own territory at the 42. Miami's trying to show blitz, and they're rushing 8. They'll be thrown and caught by Rice. They'll be brought down around the 49-yard line, so we're near midfield now. Going to be 3rd and short for Kansas City. Miami would love another stop right here. Miami would love another stop, and apparently Andy Reid's ice mustache is blowing up on Twitter now, apparently. I told you guys at the start, like, how long until Andy Reid's mustache just turns into a block of ice across his face, right? 3rd and 3. At the 49-yard line, Kansas City is near midfield. Ball snapped. Mahomes looking, throws, caught, and that'll be a first down for Kansas City. That is Valdez Scantling, MVS with the reception. And again, despite the cold weather, the Chiefs, who are prone to dropping the ball a fuck ton, have been catching the ball reasonably well. I mean, any drops tonight, you can easily blame that on the cold weather, but they're doing pretty good so far. Not a whole lot of drops. Pretty clean play by Kansas City. Let's see what happens now. 1st and 10 for Kansas City. They'll run it up the gut, and he'll be stonewalled at the line. Gets basically maybe a yard if he's lucky. 2nd down. And Miami's just dead on defense. They have 4 different linebackers out tonight. 2 for the that had season-ending injuries. You got Javion Holland with a knee, Xavier Howard with a foot, and something that Tarico just pointed out. Those guys that are all out tonight combined for 25 sacks this season. It's a devastating loss, and that's a lot of the reason why Kansas City's having a lot of success right now. All right, Mahomes throw caught by Kelsey. He'll be brought down near the line to gain. Looks like he's going to be a yard short. So it is going to be 3rd and short for Kansas City. Let me check something real quick here. 3rd and 1 for Kansas City. Looks like on the 34-yard line. And they're just showing off Travis Kelsey right now, guys. Sorry, I got much to add to that. All right, 3rd and 1 for Kansas City. They're at the Miami 34. Snap. And they're going to pitch it to the outside, and it's read beautifully by Miami, and they'll bring down Valdez Scantling well behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 4th down. That is like a 4 or 3-yard loss right there. Going to be 4th and 5 from the Miami 28. That was Mecole Hardman with the carry. And, I mean, that was just sniffed out from the start. You had a corner on the outside there that was reading for such a play, and they picked it up and defended that one beautifully. You cannot ask for better defense there. I think they're a little outside of field goal range, especially with a frozen football. Let's see what they do here. Kind of a no man's land at the moment. They're looking like they're going to try to go for it. It's 4th and 4. 4th and 4. And they're going to snap. They're actually going for it. Holmes looking downfield, and he's trying to run out of the pocket. He will, and when he gets to the line, he will get a 1st down, and he's going to run all the way down to the 10, and he's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So what looked like a potential drive ender turns into a 1st and goal for Kansas City after Mahomes just runs for his life all the way down the sideline to the 10-yard line. Horrible contained by Miami. They had no way of stopping Mahomes. I mean, looking at the replay, Mahomes looking downfield, has nobody really open, moves up in the pocket, makes a man miss, doesn't get tackled on shoes, makes a cut to the outside near the sideline, and is just brought down. 1st and goal. They hand the ball up the middle to Pacheco, and he'll get maybe 2 yards on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down. Again, you cannot ask. Mahomes is something else, man. A lot of people are like, sports writers like to suck Mahomes' dicks because he's that damn good. Like, he is the Tom Brady of this generation right now. The only difference is that he hasn't won enough Super Bowls yet to be really called that. But he's the best quarterback in the league, I think, for a good reason. He is just the man. He is the man. He even beat Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game a few years back. I mean, what else do you want me to say? He's the best. 2nd and goal at the 8. Snap, dunk to Rice, and Rice will walk it in for a touchdown, Kansas City. Rashid Rice gets the touchdown for Kansas City, and that just sucks for Miami. Oh, wait a minute. Block in the back. There was a flag on the play. Block in the back, so no touchdown. Hold the fucking phone. No touchdown. It's going to be called back. It'll be 3rd down. Oh, my Lord. Here I was thinking that it was a touchdown, and Kansas City's just about ready to just try to pull away here. But there was a block in the back. And number 74, Taylor, the lineman, Just a stupid, stupid penalty there. You cannot do that. You just cannot do that. 17 penalties committed by Jawan Taylor. Just Jawan Taylor, 17 penalties. How does this fucker have a job? My Lord. Most in a season by any player since 2015. My Lord, that is ugly. So it's going to be second and goal now, but they're at the 18-yard line. Snap, Mahomes looking downfield, trying to throw. He's looking. Nobody's open. He'll throw it away. No, he won't. Is that a catch? That ball was looking like it was going for the sideline. It's caught. It's caught, but it's going to be third and goal regardless. Great catch. Just managed to stay in bounds. But they're going to have to look at that one again. That was Watson on the reception. Let's see. One, he's got both feet down. That's a toe drag. Yeah, I'd say that's a catch. It's a pretty clean catch by Watson there. Has the firm control. Both toes are still in the green while he's coming down with the ball. So well caught, but it's third and goal from the 8-yard line. They're back right where they started after all that. Shotgun. They have 4 wide out set. Thrown, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. It's fourth and goal. That is a huge stop for Miami. That should keep them in the game because now they're going to have to kick a field goal. You just got to take the points here. 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, in the second quarter. Pardon me, second quarter. We're not there yet. So, all right. And they will line it up. And I just realized ESPN's a little bit ahead of me. It looks like that kick was good. It is good. So I'm going to need to make a change there. Shit. That sucks. That fucking sucks. Kick is good. So we'll play a little night driving while we try to figure out what the fuck we're doing here. That is live. God damn it, ESPN. Fuck yourself. It sucks. All right. So this whole time I'm not thinking about it, and I just realized that it's the game feed on ESPN is slightly ahead of me. God, that's annoying. God, that's really fucking annoying, actually. Wow. I don't have any way to stop that either. I don't really have anything on my computer. I can stop that. Let me see if I can find something else. It's not so much that I really give a shit about what was I gonna say? Not that I give too much of a shit about being spoiled or anything like that for a result, but I mean if there's drama and you already see what's going on ESPN, then it's not worth it. So let me see here. So we're gonna do this because it's gonna annoy the shit out of me if I don't, and I can't. All right, so we're in commercial. While I work on trying to use a different scoreboard for the remainder of the game so that it's not shit. Okay. All right. You know what? We're just gonna run with this. This is a really, really shitty app, but All right, so Kansas City has 3. And yeah, this is not working. Okay. Kickoff. We are back from commercial. I am trying to do some bullshit on my end. Oh, that actually works out better. All right. All right. So we're gonna just use this little shitty shit ball of a scoreboard so we don't have spoilers while I'm calling the game. It's kind of bullshit, but what are you gonna do? Falling Scoreboard is brought to you by ScoreCount.com. ScoreCount.com, the shittiest goddamn scoreboard simulator I've ever seen in my life. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Miami's going to run the ball up the field, and it will be brought down around the I don't even know where they were. God, this went to hell real quick, didn't it? You know what? Fuck this. I hate this even worse. I hate this even more. God damn it. Okay. I'm just gonna have to live with it. If ESPN's a little ahead, ESPN's a little ahead. It's fine. I'm just not gonna look at it. All right, we're back to the normal. Sorry about that, boys. I was trying to be a little bit more productive. All right, so 2nd and 2. Miami's got the ball at the 43-yard line. Snap, handoff. Mostert's on the carry, and he'll get the 1st down. Miami could easily take the lead here with a touchdown. I mean, they're only down by 6 at this point. Got 6.5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter, so it's very likely that they can do this. They've been really starting to get the ball moving on offense, so I mean, it's they're starting to look pretty good. 1st and 10 for Miami, and we are coming up on 6 minutes to go in the game. And they got a man in motion. Tua has a man in motion. And let's see here. Another man goes in motion for Tua. Quick snap. Hand off up the middle to Mostert. And he'll be brought down for a gain of 4 on the play. All right. Going to be 2nd down for Miami. It's so weird seeing Jason Garrett in the booth. My Lord. So fucking weird. Jeez. The Cowboys treated that boy bad. Change my mind. Cowboys are overrated. 2nd and 7. Tua hands the ball off again to Mostert again, and he'll pick up about 5 this time. So it'll be 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2 yards, maybe. Maybe 2 yards. All right. Raheem Mostert, kind of been kind of quiet most of his career. Finally woke up the last season, especially in that game against fucking Denver, where they blew out the Broncos all the way back to the Stone Age. So it'll be 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 for Miami. And they're going to call a timeout, it looks like. It was their first timeout of the half. 4.5 minutes to go in the ball game here, or not in the ball game, in the first half of this ball game. Appreciate you fuckers for sticking around to watch this shit show. It has been a shit show. It really went downhill the last 5 minutes when I was trying to get a better scoreboard on the screen, but it is what it is, and we're just going to run with it. And besides, if you're watching this, there's nothing really to see besides my face and this piece of garbage that's maybe a little ahead of me that I'm going to pretend doesn't exist, but keeps the score on the screen, and it's the best thing I got at the moment. One of these days, I'll get something in place that'll, I can update live. But for now, we're making it, baby. We are making it. 3rd and 2, 4.5 to go now in the first half. Miami's got the ball They've been able to put a nice little drive together. Time of possession for Miami tonight is about 10.5 minutes. Kansas City has had the ball for nearly a full quarter themselves. 3rd and 2. Got triple wide receivers up top on the screen to the right side. Mostert's in motion. They're going to dump it off to Mostert. He drops the fucking ball. Are you kidding me? Mostert just dropped the fucking ball. Okay. All right. That was right in your hands too, dude. Come on. Maybe threw it a little in front of him, but you got to be able to adjust to that. That's inexcusable. All right, 4th and 2. Miami's kind of in no man's land, so it looks like they're gonna go for it. They're not gonna punt. And I mean, it's kind of a 3/4 full stadium in Arrowhead tonight due to the cold, but 4th and 2 regardless. Miami's got a man in motion, 4 wide out set, shotgun. Tua takes the snap, looking to throw, and he'll throw it, and it is deflected, intended for Hill. That'll be a turnover on downs for Miami. Turnover on downs. Hill was looking desperately for a flag. He will not get one. And that was a dumb decision by Miami. A really dumb decision. I mean, this game, that tells me that they have no confidence that the defense can stop the Chiefs. Just saying. It means they might not be able to stop the Chiefs. Now they have even more momentum to move the fucking ball down the field. So Hill is pissed, but get over it, dude. It is what it is. Thanks again, everybody that's joining us tonight. Chiefs take over at the 45, 1st and 10, dump down to Kelsey. Kelsey's going to take it up the field for about 7 yards. Going to be 2nd down. Oh, boy. 2nd down for the Chiefs. I made this custom camera. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Shit. My bad. Fuck. All right, that's better. I made the custom camera set out, and it just, I just hate it. So we're going to keep rolling. 2nd and 7. Snap, handoff to Pacheco. He'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Might actually get a yard out of the whole scrum. Going to be 3rd down, and the Chiefs are slowly trying to get to the end of the half, I think. I don't know. It looks like they're just trying to get to the end of the half. We'll see. All right, going to be 3rd and 3 for the Chiefs. And they are still inside their own territory. They're near midfield. Actually, no, they're on Miami side of the field. 3rd and 3 at the 47. Snap, looking to throw. Thrown deep and incomplete. And who is the intended receiver there? Hardman. He is begging for a pass interference call. Gave up on the play entirely. And no flag to be found on the field. That's just, oh my God. How do you not call that? How do you not call that? Yeah, I'd be pissed off too. He literally grabbed his fucking jersey and yanked. That's a hold every goddamn time. For once, they should have thrown the flag. The refs are just, I don't know if they're just letting this play out or what, but that was a wasted drive by the Chiefs regardless. They will punt, and it is back deep, and it will be into the end zone for a touchback, and a great play by the returner there. He went and blocked the Chiefs defender, looking to try to pin them deep in the end zone from where the ball was spotted, moved him out of the way of the ball, and the ball ends up dying in the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback. Crowd is still livid, and I don't blame them. That should have been a flag. Heard it here first, folks. I actually agree with Andy Reid and the referees not should have thrown the flag. Like, Jesus Christ on bikes. That is, everybody's livid, but you got to get that past you now. All right, play's over. We've already gotten to the punt. We're on defense now. Let's move on. It's a lot of crying out there tonight. And the refs do not care. But the Chiefs need to Reid, shut your frozen lips. My Lord, shut your frozen mouth, dude. Just move on to the next play. It's all right. Shit happens. It's football. 1st and 10 at the 20. And snap, handoff up the middle, and that'll be Wilson Jr. on the carry. He'll get about 2 yards on it. I mean, Lord, I've seen some crying on the field after a bad flag, but a bad no flag. I agree they should have threw the flag, but this is the playoffs. You got to just run with it at this point. We all know the referees suck. You need to expect that. You shouldn't be calling plays where you're expecting the ref to throw a flag. I'm just saying, you shouldn't be doing that. It's bad coaching. Bad coaching. 2nd and 8. Miami get the ball at the 22-yard line. Motion, snap. Going to be a check down to Hill. And Hill's going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. So that's went nowhere quick. Going to be 3rd down. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. I think we're going to hit the 2-minute warning here. Yep. All right. We are at the 2-minute warning, folks. And a little bit of controversy now in this game. If you could be shocked by that, it's not so much the fact that Hill is on the field in his old stadium or the cold. The ref's not throwing a flag on a clear holding call that's pissing people off now. So we'll see. We will see. Once again, if you're just now joining us, we are doing commentary on the Ice Bowl at Arrowhead tonight. It is currently 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Chiefs lead 13-7. If you have a comment, a question about the game, feel free to put it in the comments. I will read the comment aloud as the game goes on. And we're having some fun tonight, boys. We're having some good fun. I'm enjoying myself. We normally don't talk about NFL here. This is normally a college football channel, but with the uniqueness of this game being played in an ice bowl, basically, with negative degree temperatures, ambient, and wind chills in the negative 20s. I think it was -7 last time I saw it, and then like a negative 20-something wind chill. I had to do it. Not to mention, this game is behind a paywall on Peacock, so I mean, would you rather listen to some drunk ginger, or would you rather listen to Mike Tirico and Jason Garrett and make the call? So, and everybody fucking knows. So there you go. Now, let's see. But like I said earlier tonight, we got our next video coming out here soon. It's on the national championship game, the history of the national championship game. Part 1 came out last weekend before the national championship between Michigan and Washington. It was very successful. Did over 5,000 views on that, over almost 300 likes on that video. Appreciate everybody's support for that. And part 2 will be out sometime next week. We'll be discussing the BCS next. And then we'll get to the playoff, the 3rd part soon after that. And then we'll move on to other things. We'll be talking about college football all summer long. So we'll do these live streams occasionally. We'll probably do a UFL live stream in March for sure. Because there's not much else going on college-wise. And other than video content, I'm paying for this live stream service. So might as well use it, right? That's what we're doing here. So again, haven't had a comment in a little bit. So if you're new here and you want to make a comment and have a question about the game, please feel free. I love answering questions and talking to the audience, and it's a good pastime of mine. So we're back from commercial. More shirtless idiots in the stands. If it's like 15 degrees outside and you don't have a shirt on, I'll forgive you. But it's -7. Put your goddamn coat back on, dude. It's not worth having frozen nipples. And we got a flag on 3rd and 8. Going to be another false start on Miami, the 3rd one tonight. Goddamn, another false start, this time on Tyreek Hill. Oh, no, the lack of discipline, my guy. Lord. Just that little twitch was all that was needed. Just a little and then that was it. Tries to point at the corner, blaming the corner. Doesn't work. That shit literally never works. I love how they're like, he jumped first. Like, no, you fucking didn't. Ball snap, 3rd and 13, bobbles the snap, still gets it, and he is sacked. That is the first sack of the game by either team. This one is on Kansas City, and he sacks Tagovailoa. And they will be forced to punt with 1:55 to go in the first half. And he just blows up the blocker on the outside there, makes a move inside, and goes to the outside, gets the lineman off balance, makes another move back in to cut him, and the bobbled snap hurt Tua there. And that is the other thing you got to remember with these really, really cold games. That's a ball made of primarily leather. And leather in -7 degree temperatures basically means you're hauling a chunk of frozen pork skin. So have fun handling it. Ball's away on the punt, and it gets a very friendly Miami bounce. It started at the Miami 45, bounces all the way to Miami 40. So a nice punt on the play there by Miami. It'll set them up. I mean, Kansas City is going to have pretty good position to start this drive, obviously, but if you're Miami, you're at least happy that it wasn't inside the 40 or inside your own territory where it died. Because again, that ball is frozen. It's not going to travel nearly as far as it would in even a 30-degree game or a 20-degree game. These balls are fucking frozen solid after being out on that field tonight. And the ball bags do not have anything in there to keep them warm. If anything, it'll just make them even more cold. Another bobble snap. Mahomes this time had to recover on the bobble, and that's a lame duck throw in the air. Incomplete, but we got a flag in the secondary. That might be pass interference. And I think the referees just made a flag there as like a forgive me call. Holding on the defense, and that's going to get Kansas City on that first down. And that is one of those makeup calls, I think. I mean, if it's a clear, I guess I want to hope it's a very clear and obvious hold. Let's see. Long Jr. was the one that got caught. And he held Kelsey pretty good there. So, yeah, they make up for it on that one. They had a really bad no call a little bit ago. Mahomes snap on the shotgun thrown, caught by Rice, and he'll be brought down around the 48, 47-yard line. Got a minute and a half to go. Kansas City's running hurry up. They got one timeout, though, so they're not screwed if they, take up too much clock here. Another snap. Mahomes looking deep. He's rushing out of the pocket now, trying to find anybody open, and chucks it for the sideline. He was out of the tackle box, so that is an incomplete pass without any intentional grounding. As we approach 1:14 to go in the game with the clock stopped. Let's see here. Y'all having fun? All right. Kansas City is 3 of 8 on third down tonight, if you can believe that. But they haven't had too many third downs on these long-ass drives, which is good, I guess. But still, Miami's defense is starting out. And there's a false start penalty on Kansas City now. So that's going to back them up. Now it's going to be 3rd and a mile. Dumb gamers, hey. I don't know why, but I predict that Tom is going to raid your stream at halftime. I would love that, but I don't expect him to raid the stream. I really don't. If he does, that would be wonderful. I would welcome all of the Grossi posse. I am a subscriber to Tom Grossi too. I would love to see the guys there, but if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's okay. It's all good. I'm not doing this to get rated. All right, 3rd and 10 for Kansas City. Snap. Looking to throw. He will. And it is caught by Rashid Rice. He's still going up the field to the 30, 25-20. Down near the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Kansas City. Huge reception by Rashid Rice on a drive that could have pretty much stalled out there right at the end of the half. A huge, huge reception by Rashid Rice. Not only that, there was not a Miami defender that could touch him within yards. I mean, that dude gets under the flat, under his guy, corner stumbles, and he just could not catch up to the speedy Rashid Rice until the very end. It's pushed out of bounds. Great play by the Chiefs. And, I mean, for a frozen football, they're slinging that thing really well tonight for the most part. A couple of drops here and there. But he's got 6 receptions for 92 yards and a touchdown. Pacheco takes it up the gut. That was Rashid Rice on the catch again. 6 receptions, 90-something yards, I believe it said, with a touchdown. And, I mean, he is just fucking cooking tonight. And this Chiefs offense, showing that they are truly doing well with The Rock tonight. Why am I getting pinged so much? Why am I getting pinged so goddamn much? All right, 2nd and 6 for Kansas City. Looking to throw, he will catch it. That's Pacheco with the reception, but he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, I don't know why the fuck I'm being pinged so goddamn much. All right, so let's see here. And we got a timeout on the field. I don't know who called the timeout. I was getting blown up on my mentions, so I don't know. It's fine. Why was I getting blown up? It makes no goddamn sense. Oh my god, stop. Keegan, if you're watching the stream, stop it, dude. I am in the middle of a stream. I don't have time to stunner your ass right now. I'm a part of the USF Discord, so anytime somebody says beer, it pings me, and I send a gif of a stunner. It's kind of the joke. It's a running joke because I drink too much. So there you go. All right, 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs. They are well within the red zone, but they have a line to gain. It's not 3rd and goal. It's only 3rd and 7. So we shall see what happens here. 26 seconds to go in the second quarter, by the way. And here we go. Man in motion. Looks like it's Hardman. Mahomes will snap, looking to throw, and dumps it off. Looking for Pacheco, but it was at the feet of the lineman. So they stall out again on 4th down, and here comes Butker again to kick a field goal. They haven't gotten a touchdown since their opening drive, Kansas City. They have not gotten a touchdown since the first drive of the game. Don't know if that means the offense is stalled out because they're still getting points. Miami is definitely not going to be out of this game if they give up another field goal here. So we shall see what happens. All right. Butker looks for the kick. We'll take a step, good snap, good hold, and it is good. And that will put Kansas City up 16-7 as we enter the dying seconds of the first half. And a fairly good game. It's not a blowout like it was in Houston earlier tonight. So we'll, call that a win, I guess. But, it is what it is. Also, shout out to Andy Reid with the ice stash. He is rocking that thing pretty goddamn good tonight. I tell you that. A little bit of music while we wait for the kickoff. And once again, guys, my name is Red. If you're just now joining, 16-7 as we enter the end of this first half. Miami's defense has been sorta able to stop Kansas City's offense, but just not very good. Not very good at all. Somebody just hold up a sign that says feeling negative 22, and I'm going to take a drink for that because it's Taylor Swift reference. Fuck you, whoever that fan is. Good old PBR. It's good, cheap beer. Doesn't taste like shit. Even though I just coughed on it. All right, kickoff is away, and we are back at it. And it'll be returned from the 10-yard line, and he is still going. He'll make it all the way up to the 30. Shit. All right. So here we go. We are at 14 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Miami. Will they take a knee and just go to the half, or what? I'm pretty sure Kansas City gets the ball first in the second half. So I might be wrong, though. I could very well be wrong. All right, Tua, they are going to try to run a couple plays here. They got 2 timeouts left, so a quick couple passes could get them in a field goal range potentially. And here we go. Ball snaps, fake the handoff, rolling out, looking deep. We'll throw it. It is caught. It is caught, and they will be brought out of bounds. And with 6 seconds to go. So, I mean, you got 6 seconds to go. You're near midfield, it looks like. So, I mean, are you going to have enough time to run another play and kick a field goal? I seriously doubt it. It's too far for a kicker, especially in these conditions. So do you say fuck it and Hail Mary, or try to throw it to a guy at the sideline? Let's see what happens. First and 10 from the 48 of Miami. Tua looking to throw. He will throw it towards the sideline, and it is out of bounds with 2 seconds to go. We got a flag. Let's see what this flag is. Hands in the face on Miami. That's going to kill the drive. I do not see them going to just chuck it deep now, because now you're backing up another few yards, and it's already, at least from near midfield, you could make a reasonable throw to the end zone and try to make something happen. But I mean, in this case, I don't know how you can. It's pretty far out. So that's going to be a killer. But they're going to try anyway. It's at the 38-yard line. They had to back up 10 yards from hands to the face. So first and 20, but who gives a fuck? We got 2 seconds to go. Snap. Tua looking to throw deep again, and he will, and it is incomplete. And that will take us to halftime in Kansas City at Arrowhead. Score is Kansas City Chiefs 16, Miami Dolphins 7. Nobody has scored a touchdown since the first quarter. Seriously, this is kind of rough for the Dolphins right now. Kind of rough. But all right, let's talk about the game a little bit here, because I kind of want to take 5, but I'm not going to. So let's see. We're at the half. Looking at some of the stats over here. So Tua has gone 6 for 11 for 94 yards with 1 touchdown pass and 1 interception. Their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, 15 for 26, throwing the ball a hell of a lot more, with more success, 167 yards and 1 touchdown. Raheem Mostert for Miami, 7 carries, 28 yards. Isaiah Pacheco, 12 carries, 65 yards. And the leaders in receiving yards right now is Tyreek Hill on Miami with 3 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown, while Rashid Rice has 6 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown. So once again, we're at the half here. And if you guys have any questions about whatever, feel free to just sound off in the comments. We got a little bit of time to kill. I might take a step away here in a minute to relieve myself. But I'll hang around if you guys have any questions or anything like that. So we are, again, normally a college football YouTube channel. And for those of you that are not familiar with what we do here, normally we just talk about college football. Tonight, in observance of the fact that this is a crazy situation with the field being a block of ice, it is going to be. We decided to just go ahead and just say fuck it and stream this game. For all you beautiful fine people that do not want to pay for Peacock, and I understand why. So I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast so far. It has been a fun little thing for me to do. We just started doing live streaming. We've been doing YouTube videos for a few months now. We've grown pretty quickly, I would say. We're up to 900 subscribers. We're about to hit 1,000. I'm hoping here in the next couple of weeks when we drop our next video, hopefully. But we are doing pretty good. I don't know if you guys actually give a fuck. I don't know. But anyway, we normally talk about college football. We are going to probably do some UFL, semi-pro, spring football, live streaming here in the springtime as an experiment, just to fuck around and find out. But if you have enjoyed what we are doing here, please feel free to comment and subscribe, and we'll shoot the shit, But in the meantime, I'm going to take 2 seconds, I think. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take a second. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I will be right back in a jiff. was only going to be for a second. I needed to just get a couple more brewskis for the road. And, all right. So, we're here to shoot the shit right now as we're in between half. And got a little chill music because this is a chill stream. It's nothing too fancy. They're breaking down the Houston and Browns game, and I could summarize that shit show in one word: dominance. 45-14 was the final in that game. Absolute dominance by Houston. So, hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's having a good night. It's really cold out here. I am based, if you can't tell in the logo, I'm down here near Cincinnati, not in the city itself, but I'm on the east side of Cincinnati. And it's pretty goddamn cold. It was in the 20s today. It's going to get down to the single digits tonight. It's pretty frozen out here. A little bit of light flurries, but we're not sure if we're going to get anything like real snow down here in the Natty tonight. So, we are just kind of waiting for halftime to end here. And I appreciate everybody for showing up for this stream. Genuinely, I do appreciate it. It's a bit of a shit show, but that's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I hope the music's nice. We're just patiently waiting for the next half. So, what did we talk about in the interlude? Well, first off, clearly this didn't happen. Again, if I wanted to do these to get rated by Tom Grossi, I'd do NFL games every week. But I don't do that. It's not what I'm here for. Second, this is the second of 6 games. As we all know, the game with Buffalo and Pittsburgh got moved to Monday because of a snow emergency in the state of New York. Just the main reason is just travel was not going to be safe for the good people of Buffalo. And I understand why. I completely understand why. It sucks. Some people think it's stupid because it's football and they should be playing through this shit, but it's not about the players necessarily. It's about the fans. Hell, there are people thinking that this game should have been boycotted because of how cold it is, but it's not the coldest game in NFL history, for God's sake. The Ice Bowl was colder, granted, different era. The Freezer Bowl was colder, granted, different era. The 2015 wild card game between Seattle and Minnesota was colder than this one. And that was in 2015. They played that game. So naturally, it was going to be a little bit of a low-score affair. It's definitely had plenty of offensive action, but mostly in the term of field goals. Nothing too... There's been some big plays, though, like Tyreek Hill touchdown reception there in the first quarter was, in the second quarter, I should say, was really goddamn good. Ken Anderson just tweeted on Twitter, the Bengals quarterback that played in the Freezer Bowl, Ken Anderson, tweets, -27 wind chill in Kansas City is nothing. It was in the -50s in Cincinnati when they played in the Freezer Bowl. And that was -59 wind chill in the Freezer Bowl back in the 80s. And that was with an ambient temperature, I think -1, if I remember correctly. It was at or near 0 when they played that game. But the reason why the wind chill was obviously so low, because it was 20, 30 mile an hour winds blowing through the area. And the Bengals would win the AFC Championship and go on to lose to the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Miami was San Diego's previous opponent right before the Freezer Bowl, the legendary Freezer Bowl. And that game in Miami was an absolute shit show of its own because it was so damn rainy. It was an actual mud bath in Miami before they played that game. So to go from 75 and raining in Miami to -58 wind chill and windy as shit in Cincinnati, that's a tough thing to ask any team to do. Like, genuinely, any team. I do not envy them. And Cincinnati, San Diego also was on the road. for 2 straight weeks as well, playing in bad weather. I think that was the edge, to be honest, that San Diego team. If it wasn't for the shit weather, I mean, who knows what would have happened. But, as a Bengals fan, who day? It was a great day for Cincinnati when they got that win to the Super Bowl. We didn't win the one a couple years ago either. At least I can say I've seen the Bengals play in the Super Bowl in my lifetime, but I have not seen them win. So, there's 14 of you guys hanging out with me during the halftime. I appreciate that. I figured everybody would leave until halftime was over and then they'd come right back. Which, if you're not watching this on Peacock, that'd be kind of odd if you knew when it was coming back. But that's okay. I appreciate everybody being here. It is 9:54 on the eastern half of the United States as we approach the third quarter here in Kansas City with, once again, stupid cold temperatures. I remember watching the playoff game in 2015 live on television between Seattle and Minnesota. And that's also the game where I can't remember the name of the kicker off the top of my head, but it was a absolute shit show. The final was 6-3, and the Vikings lost on a really bad field goal attempt. Couldn't get the field goal. Hey, Logical, stream's going good. It's going good. Pretty chill. We've had plenty of things to talk about so far. A lot of people have been commenting, asking some good questions. Dumb Gamers, shout out again for the donation earlier. And we're pretty chill. Not a whole lot of fireworks. We've gotten up to about 45 people watching congruently with the stream. So a good crowd. I will try. So for those of you guys that are here right now, and if you're not subscribed to Illogical Canadian, do my boy a favor and go subscribe to Illogical Canadian right now. He is 10 subs away from hitting that 300 subscriber mark. He makes some good content about all different sports. He does live streams for football, but also for hockey, and give that man some love if you could do that. He's a good friend of mine. If it wasn't for Illogical's help, I would not have the confidence to be doing live streams myself. So do me a favor, guys. Go show Illogical Canadian a little love. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Get that bastard to 300 subscribers. I thank you for it if you do. Hope that helps, buddy. So we're coming back now from the half, I think. And it is going to be really, really interesting to see how everybody acts. So cold games, I played in a couple of really cold football games myself. Obviously, I never played in negative 20-degree wind chill. But I played a year of college football. And one game, we had temperatures of around 5. I want to say it was a 5-degree wind chill, but it was like 15 degrees out. And even compared to that, that's a 30. That's like that's a pretty big swing. But compared to that, regardless, when it's really goddamn cold and these guys are going to the locker room, they go to the locker room, they're warming up. They are in pain. They are hurting, and it's all about how you adjust. Okay, you're in this really nice, warm environment, knowing you got to go back out there into this stupid cold weather. I mean, stupid cold. You got to be out of your goddamn mind to be at this game. That's why it's only half full in the stadium. So we'll see. But here we go. We're back from the half. The ball's about to be kicked off. A lot of people are hanging out in the concourse still, and I don't blame them. So here we go. And we got swirling winds around the stadium as well. And it's these balls are frozen. There's been a lot of squib kickoffs tonight. There's not been any real deep kicks since the opening quarter, early in the opening quarter. So I'm going to expect kind of more of the same here. The ball just does not have the flexibility like it normally does. But here we go. We are back from halftime, and it is underway in Kansas City. And that is a good kickoff, probably because the balls were brought inside for a little bit. And it'll be brought down at the 22. And here we go. Miami's going to have the ball first to start the second half. and we are going to crack open yet another PBR, my favorite beer, because it's cheap. And because it's cheap, just because it's cheap, it also tastes pretty good to me. So here we go. First and 10 for Miami. We are back, boys. We are back in business. Ball at the 21-yard line. Shotgun snap, and Tua looking to throw. He will, and it is tipped and dropped. So that is not how you want to start. Tua was kind of doing one of them pump fakes when he was starting to throw, like, and then he actually threw it, and it was caught. And it was dropped at the fingertips of his receiver. It's like he saw option 1 covered, option 2 covered, and then option 3, option 3. Kind of a shit throw. What are you gonna do? Second down, second and 10 from the 21 for Miami. And Miami will have 2 wideouts, no strips in motion. He'll get the ball, and he'll take it to the outside off the catch, gain about 5 or 6 on the run, and it'll be third down. By the way, since we're not talking college, I got the only non-NFL team T-shirt out that I ever bought, the Memphis Express of the AAF, the failed AAF. Why did I buy this shirt? Well, they had just folded. It was on clearance, and I keep it because it's a fun little meme I wear when doing these kind of streams. So, the legendary Express led by quarterback Johnny Manziel for like a week. 3rd and 5. Hill in motion. Tua looking to throw, and he will be rushed out of the pocket. Thought he was sacked. He tried to make some magic happen, and he will dive for about a yard. And it is going to be 4th down. 3 and out for Miami. They will punt the ball. And that's kind of what I was expecting. These guys are coming straight out of a nice, warm locker room environment back into the game. And it is a jarring experience to go from the cold to the warmth. You're sore. Your body is stinging from the freezing cold temperatures you just went through. And now you got to go back out there. It's like, you sit in an ice bath, then you jump out, and you got to jump back in. Just an awful experience. Punt is away clean. It'll be caught around the 27-yard line, and it'll be pushed out of bounds near that spot. So we are going to have the Chiefs take over now. Kelsey has been decent tonight, but he's not been perfect. He's had a couple of catches slip right through his hands, and honestly, I'm blaming a lot of that on the cold weather. It's hard to get a lot of grip with those gloves when you're trying to catch a literal leather ice block. What are you going to do? Sometimes it just ain't your day. He's had 8 targets, 5 receptions, 3 drops. Shit happens. 1st and 10 for Kansas City. And Mahomes is in shotgun looking to pass. He will throw. It is tipped at the line and batted down. Number 91 for Miami with deflection there. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And, I mean, it's going to be interesting really to see how Kansas City responds. They started out really goddamn hot in the first quarter. And then they kind of slowed down towards the end. Nothing but field goals and punts in the second quarter. Mahomes takes another snap. He will throw deep, and it is caught by Gray. That is a 1st down for Kansas City, and that's going to be the shock to the system they needed to get this fucking shit moving. And I think this game is going to be nothing but just trying to survive at this point. Kansas City, I think, has the advantage watching this game, but I don't know if it is going to be enough to maybe win it yet. We're still early in the 3rd quarter, 12 and a half to go. And Mahomes got a man in motion. Looks like Rashid Rice is in motion. He's got 2 wideouts down the bottom of the screen. Pacheco's going to take the handoff, and he'll be brought down for a 2-yard loss on the carry. Going to be 2nd and 12 for Kansas City. $12 yards to get to the 1st down. I am really interested to see if Kansas City's going to get our 3rd down. They're going to be able to make it to the sticks here. They've been kind of rough on 3rd down tonight. He's got 4 wideouts set, all on the backfield. Kansas City has the ball. Snap. Mahomes looking to throw deep, and he will throw it to that's Kelsey again, and he falls down on top of the tackler. Great awareness by Kelsey. Catches it. Seems like he's tackled, but he never actually touched the ground. His back was on top of the defender. Shit, they just showed Taylor Swift on the screen. Damn it. Kelsey falls on top of the defender, gets up, and scrambles for another 3 yards and gets just enough for a first down. Great awareness by the veteran Travis Kelsey. And, it's a great play there. Great play. I think if they keep throwing to that, I'm going to get really drunk. All right, Mahomes looking to throw again. It's 1st and 10. He's going to get rushed, and he'll throw it into the ground in front of his targets, and that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Miami is the only team that's had anybody. Tua is the only guy that's gotten sacked tonight. Mahomes has been pretty much untouched, all things considered. Kansas City has had 46 total plays of offense, and Miami's only had like 26. So Kansas City's had the ball a fuck ton tonight, and this defense is just getting worn down. And if you've watched my coverage of the national championship game, playoffs, if it's that time of possession, especially in games like this and bad elements, can kill a defense. Mahomes takes a snap on 2nd and 10. Rashid Rice is the receiver. He'll catch it and get nearly to the first down marker. Then Rice is a little banged up on the play. He's limping off the field. That could be bad. He's been their top ball carrier tonight. Rice is just going to take a knee. He's hurt. Rashid Rice is hurt, and that is bad news for Kansas City. I mean, bad. He has been their top target tonight. He has already, let me see here. I want to say he's got over 100 yards in receiving yards and a touchdown. He's been really Kansas City's only main target. It looks like he slipped on the first down marker, the rubber first down marker they have on the sideline. He lost his grip, and he might have tweaked something when he hit that first down marker. That sucks. That's just, those markers are literally made of rubber. But again, it's -7 degrees in Kansas City. So you might as well consider that kind of like a block of ice at this point, right? You're a commercial, by the way. Let me know if this music is too loud. I keep feeling like it's too loud. That's better. Okay. So we were at the half. We were at the break. Rashid Rice got hurt on that last reception. Really gonna see how bad is it. He started to walk off of the sideline to go to the other side with Kit. He ran out of bounds near the Miami sideline. Started to walk off trying to get to Kansas City's, and he had to take a knee and sit down. He was too hurt to walk. And yeah, it is rough out there. It's fucking rough in Kansas City. I'll tell you that right now. It's no longer -7; it's -4, with a wind chill of -28. I ask again: are they at least giving away free hot chocolate to the fans in attendance? Please tell me they're giving away hot chocolate. Like, you got to do something to keep these fans warm. Sitting in these plastic seats with bundled up to shit, it's not enough, man. You got to give them some free hot drinks for being so dedicated to do that tonight. Like, kudos to the fans that bundled up and embracing the elements. And to the dipshits out there that are not wearing shirts, fuck you and your nipples. That is really dumb. Really, really dumb. Okay. We are early in the third still. Kansas City's been driving, but Rashid Rice just got hurt pretty good on that last play. So who knows what the fuck happens from here. We are back from commercial. And Armstrong Addy, good to see you, buddy. Miami is blowing the game, are they? I wouldn't say it's a blowing the game. So what I'm seeing is Miami has not been able to really get going on offense. They had one really good touchdown throw to Tariq Hill in the second quarter, but their defense has been just been getting ground down by Kansas City as there's another handoff up the gut to Pacheco. Pacheco is still grinding his way forward. He's going to grind all the way to the 20-yard, the 20-yard line for a first down. He's still going. They finally blow the play dead inside the red zone. That play is dead. It's dead. Don't worry. That wasn't Pacheco. My apologies. That was Edwards-Helaire on the rush. We were getting robbed of a greatest game in Buffalo. Hey, listen, it's still going to be bad weather in Buffalo on Monday. It's not going to be snow emergency bad, but it's still going to be snowing at kickoff from what I'm seeing. So it could still get interesting. They're projecting another inch or 3 of snow in Buffalo Monday afternoon. So don't get your hopes down yet. We could see something great there. But no, Miami isn't really blowing the game. Kansas City is just grinding them down on offense. They've had the ball twice as long as Miami tonight. They are really just running them down. And Kansas City, interestingly, takes a time out. That's their first time out of the second half. And, I mean, that is quite a thing there because you gotta remember – it's the second half. You need all the time you can. Not like Kansas City's getting blowing out Miami by any stretch. It is quite literally Miami's only down by 2 scores, if you think about it. They're down by 9. Been drinking a lot tonight. Sorry, guys. So it's not a blowout. They're just getting ground down slowly on defense. So what I'm going to expect, honestly, is that Miami, if they don't figure out how to stay on the field on offense, the score could bust open in the fourth quarter, and it could get ugly quick. They're showing a shot of the Royals, the Major League Baseball Kansas City Royals Stadium. It is filled in with snow. -7 degrees on the field. Feels like -27. Mahomes will throw to Kelsey. Kelsey catches the ball and will gain about 5 yards on the catch. And it'll be second down for Kansas City inside the red zone. They are at the 15-yard line. I understand the frustration by fans in Buffalo who bought tickets and now have to call off work Monday. I get it, but at the same time, like, guys, you can't even get out of your own house. How the fuck are you going to go to a Bills game? Let alone shovel the seats. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6 for Kansas City at the 15-yard line. Mahomes takes a snap. He's looking to throw, and he will escape from the pocket. That dude is, oh, my God, he breaks 3 tackles, and he's brought down inside the 5. Here I was thinking he was about to get, laid out, and he just slides right past the guy. And is his helmet busted? Oh, my God, his helmet got busted on that. Oh, my Lord. There is a, there is a $50 sized hole in Mahomes' helmet at the moment on that tackle. Literally takes a shot right to the head on the tackle as the dude's trying to get down and literally knocked a chunk out of his helmet. You do not see that unless it's stupid cold. Pacheco on the carry, Stonewall at the line. I am not shitting you. There is a hole about this big in his helmet right now. Literally. That is insane. He put his head down. Helmets do not break like that unless it is really goddamn cold. That's not the first time he's had to take a hit like that either. It is cracked there and here, and it's cracked like a hole about yay big, and it's got cracked going here, and up the top. 2nd and goal for Mahomes. Looking to throw. Still looking. He will throw it for the end zone, out of bounds, 3rd and goal. What is the NFL rule on playing with a broken helmet? I really want to know what the rule is, because technically, if his equipment is, the referees are just now seeing it. Oh, yeah, he's got to come out because his helmet is not safe for play. Yeah, they got to take Mahomes out. Holy shit. Mahomes has to come out of the game because his helmet busted. They just now saw that. Oh, my Lord. Nope, he's not. They got a backup for him? Oh, yeah, they always have backup helmets. Okay, never mind. So they swap helmets. They put on a brand new helmet for Mahomes that's not broken. Welcome to the NFL, folks. I thought they were going to have to put him on the sideline while they repair it, but I just remembered that in the NFL they always have a backup helmet for the quarterback ready to go. So that's good. So Mahomes does not have to come out of the game. All right, 3rd and goal. Mahomes taking the snap, and he will throw, and it is incomplete. And that, honestly, that delay with the helmet probably stopped the drive. What I really don't know what the rules are for if your helmet breaks during the game. Like, what is the rule? Does he have to come out because he has to trade helmets? Because it needs to be completely refitted or what? But it is, I don't know about you guys, but I think that helmet ought to go to Canton. I'm expecting that to be in a Canton exhibit at some point because that is so interesting. You rarely see a helmet just completely break like that. And there was like a good, $50 size hole in his helmet. Butker will kick a field goal, and that is another 3 points for Kansas City. That is, God, how many field goals is that now? How many fucking field goals is that? So they got a touchdown. They got another field goal. That's 4 straight field goals for Kansas City tonight. Butker is making his money. I'll give him that. He is making his goddamn money. So we are going at a commercial at the moment. It is 19-7 for Kansas City. And I still can't believe, like, these helmets in the NFL are designed to withstand really goddamn hard impacts. And the fact that it's so cold that not only the helmet, cracked, a chunk of it fell out of his helmet. That is quite a feat. What I don't understand is how the referees didn't notice that. Like, they literally did not see that right away. He played for like 2 plays with a hole in his fucking helmet. And the refs never called it. Never stopped it. I don't know. I don't know what the hell the rule is, but it seems kind of bullshitty to me. So, but here's the thing. That helmet, the fact they had to stop the drive to replace the helmet, and the helmet also, the other thing is, the chin strap, obviously, because he hasn't been fucking wearing it, the chin strap was not fitted. So he actually played one play with his chin strap undone. And did that affect the drive? Some people might say so. Miami got a chance. They are down now by 2 touchdowns, but, well, they've been down by 2 touchdowns. That's the thing. This defense is playing the best they can. Miami needs a touchdown. They just need to get a touchdown. They got to get something going on this drive. Tyreek Hill he popped off for like 5 seconds in the second quarter, and now he's been silent ever since. So, yeah. Once again, guys, thank you for joining us on this shit show of a NFL live stream, commenting on the game and doing commentary. For those of you who do not have the benefit of Peacock like I do, we're kind of just calling the game as you would if you are watching it at home. We're trying to just kind of shoot the shit here a little bit and have a little fun. Mahomes is still having problems with his brand new helmet that they're trying to fit him in. You can't just put the piece that was on the helmet back in. It's still on the field, actually, I think. But Mahomes is having issues getting his helmet refitted so he can go back out. And this helmet is not where it needs to be. If the backup helmet does not fit his head, he can't go on the field. That's an equipment violation, which could be a penalty, number one. Number two means that Mahomes will have to stay on the sideline for a bit while they get his helmet fixed. So, in a sense, if you're Kansas City, you're probably hoping for a longer drive here so the equipment manager has plenty of time to get the helmet fixed up so Mahomes can get back in the game without any issues. This is probably the worst time for Kansas City to have an interception. So that means their backup quarterback will come in for a minute while they fix the goddamn helmet. So that was a touchback on the kickoff. We are back from commercial. And it's first and 10 for Miami at the 25. So here we go. Man in motion, I formation for Miami. They will hand the ball off and they'll run it up the gut for about 3 yards. And man, if there is one thing that I am noticing, it's that Tua cannot. He, for whatever reason, is not able to throw the goddamn ball tonight. I don't know what it is. They haven't given him too many opportunities to throw the ball. It looks like they finally got the helmet issue figured out for Mahomes. So he should be back in any time when on the next drive. But here we go. 2nd and 8 for Miami. Tua has not thrown the ball a ton. And play action pass here. He will look to throw. He will do so. And it is caught for a gain of about, I want to say 6. I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. I'm sorry, guys. Number 81 wide receiver for Miami. Sometimes I'm really bad at this. Smeeth, I guess it is. Smeeth? Is that it? I don't know. It's going to be 3rd and short for Miami. They're on the 33-yard line. And, yeah, we're still doing this. 3rd and 2. Shotgun formation, kind of like a half pistol formation, I guess, for Miami. Yeah, man in motion. Hill on the motion. They'll hand the ball up the gut, and that will be short. Wilson Jr. on the carry is brought down just short of the line to reach. So 3 and out for Miami. Do they go for it? The offense isn't rushing off the field. And it looks like they are. They are going for it, it looks like. It's 4th and inches. Why are you in a shotgun formation on 4th and inches? They're just going to run the same play. Hill's in motion again. They're going to hand the ball off the middle, and they will get the first down. They ran the exact same play. Send Hill in motion, run the ball up their ass. A chain with the carry this time. I hate when offenses try to do the gun on 4th and inches. It's more yards you have to run before you get to the line of scrimmage. It's a pistol formation. Okay, sure, it's a pistol formation, but still, why the fuck would you do that? 9 times out of 10, it fails. It just does. But the football gods bless the Dolphins on that play, and they give them a mulligan. So it's 1st and 10 for Miami. Snap, Tua pitches it to the outside to a chain, and he'll fall at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. So Miami just clawing their way down the field. They have thrown the ball once in this quarter, I think. And we got about 4.5 minutes to go. They have only been on the field for about 7 plays total. Kansas City's been on the field for about 20 plays. It's insane how much control on the offense Kansas City has had. And that's ultimately why they're in the lead right now. They kick field goals all day long if they just keep on doing these 7-8 minute drives. Because Miami's never going to get the fucking ball. All right, trips up top. Tua looking to throw, and he'll be sacked. Absolutely nowhere to go. My Lord. Jones on the sack. He is a beast. 2nd sack tonight for Kansas City. And the Chiefs, they rushed 5, had 6 delayed, and then it was just all over Tagovailoa. Gave him no fucking time at all. Ungodly rushing defense by the Chiefs. Sets Miami up now for 3rd and 14 from the 33-yard line. Hill is in motion. They're going to rush 4 this time, and it's thrown under the middle. Why the fuck would you throw the ball there? Threw the ball to a chain at the line of scrimmage. So, of course, it's a surrender play. The worst fucking play you could call. Your defense has literally been getting its ass ripped apart the entire night, and you throw a dump down bullshit pass to a chain? What the fuck are you thinking, Miami? You're just giving away the regular season right now, ain't you? Good Lord. You throw a running back screen on 3rd and a mile. It never works. I mean, I've heard of surrender punts when you punt the ball from the opponent's 40-yard line because your kicker can't kick that far. or it's 4th and short, and you don't want to go for it, but you throw a screen on 4th and long is about as close as you can get to a goddamn surrender play that you could get in the NFL. That pisses me off a fuck ton when I see that because it's literally the offense just saying, "Ah, fuck it, we'll let the defense make a play here." Like, who the fuck started that trend? It makes no goddamn sense to me. Oh, it's 3rd and 14th. Let's throw a fucking screen. Fool the defense when literally it never works. It works once in a blue moon. I mean, they're showing plays right now of what 3rd and 13 the Buffalo Bills do on third and long. And they either throw it deep or Josh Allen scrambles and does a big boy run. Those are acceptable. What I don't accept is 3rd and 14, you throw the ball on a screen to your running back at the line of scrimmage. What in the flying fuck are you thinking? Like, goddamn. Throw it at the first down line. They're going to be playing at the first down line. If you believe in this wide receiver core that you have them make a play. God. Makes no goddamn sense, man. It really doesn't. All right, I'm getting off the soapbox. For those of you that are just joining us, welcome to the Red 5478 YouTube channel. My name's Red. I am normally a college football shit poster and YouTuber. But for tonight, due to the circumstances of playing in -7-degree temperatures in Kansas City with -27-degree wind chill, we are doing commentary on this AFC wildcard matchup between the Dolphins and the Chiefs, in which the Chiefs so far scored 1 touchdown in the first quarter and have had 4 straight field goals, whereas Miami got a touchdown off of a beautiful pass to Tyreek Hill, and then their offense just kind of melted away, which is ironic because it's literally too cold to melt. And they're showing, if you didn't see on Twitter already, Mahomes' helmet fucking broke because it's so damn cold. So they had to get a new one out there. 1st and 10 for Miami. They throw it to Pacheco on a check down pass that goes nowhere. Brought back to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and long for Kansas City now. So, I don't know about you guys. I mean, when was the last time you saw a helmet break in the National Football League? It doesn't happen that often anymore because there's no more headhunters. So, really interesting to see that happen. But it's -7. Plastic breaks. It doesn't bend in -7. It fucking breaks. So, something to keep an eye on. If Mahomes breaks in their helmet, do they have another backup helmet? Mahomes going to takes a snap, throws it on 2nd and 13, goes deep, and overthrows his man. Intended for Hardeman, but we got a flag down. I don't think that's in the secondary. I'm pretty sure that's going to be on Kansas City. It might be a hold. Let's see. No, roughing the passer on Miami. It's going to be an automatic first down, and that is a backbreaking penalty. Miami has been shooting themselves in the foot on penalties all night. On offense, it's been nothing. Oh, my God. Are you fucking kidding me? That was bang, bang, instantaneous. How the fuck are you going to – are you shitting me? Okay, so I know you guys are not watching this on Peacock, so let me just explain what the fuck happened. Miami's linebacker goes to make the tackle. It's a little low as he throws the ball, and it's caught for a first down past the 50. It's a low tackle, okay? But the tackle happens as he's throwing the ball. Because he is tackling the fucker low, that's roughing the passer when he is literally already trying to engage the tackle and the ball is about to be thrown. How do you tell the defender to stop? Somebody explain that rule to me. I don't fucking understand it. It's pissing me off. First and 10, they do a sweep to Pacheco. He'll take to the outside, and he will be brought down for a 5-yard gain. I'm still pissed off about that. God damn it. Okay, if you are diving to make a tackle because he's about to throw the ball, are you just going to stop in midair after you dive? Like, your feet is not off the ground. You're just trying to make a play. How the fuck is that roughing the passer? That is such a bullshit, weak-ass call. And once again, it just goes to show that the rules are made the fuck up in the NFL. And this is why I prefer college. I mean, bad reffing happened in college too, but whatever. It's amplified here. And that 2nd and 5 pass is going to be broken up by Ramsey for the Dolphins. 3rd and 5 for Miami. Ramsey played zone, came up to deflect the pass, does a pretty good job. Nearly gets a pick, too. Patrick Mahomes has not thrown an interception yet tonight. Tua, quite hilariously, threw an interception, badly overthrowing his man in the first quarter. So it's 3rd and 5 for Miami. I'm sorry, 3rd and 5 for Kansas City. Excuse me. Ball is on the 45-yard line. Mahomes back to throw. He will do it, and it is caught, and the receiver slipped. Jones on the reception. It'll be a first down for Kansas City. And, yeah, there you go. Okay, so a buddy of mine just messaged me saying the rule is you cannot hit the legs of the quarterback. Cool. How are you going to stop yourself from making a tackle in midair if you get tripped up at the line? I mean, how the fuck does that happen? Jack Perry resurfaces in NJPW. Ripped up his AEW. What the fuck? Okay. That's going to be a run by Pacheco up the gut for maybe a yard. Holy shit. So Jack Perry showed up at New Japan and ripped up his AEW contract. Huh. For those of you that are involved in wrestling news, that might be interesting to you. Yeah, that's interesting to me too. I don't know what his status is. Also, Micah Parsons tweeted that defenders are scared to make hits. No shit. The rules are made that way. Yeah, the rules are made that way, and they're fucking stupid. Tom Brady made a pretty good quote the other day saying how, back in his day, it sounded like the old man that he is. And we're in commercial. Back in his day, if you threw the ball over the middle, you were basically sentencing your wide receiver to death. So, and also, it's the job of the offense to protect the quarterback, not the job of the defense to not kill him. So, there you go. I mean, the rules need to be changed because here's the thing. Some of these flags that they throw, there are so many instances where, and I used to be, my position in football was defensive tackle. I know for a fact there were some sacks that I made back in the day that would be flags today. Not because I was a headhunter, far from it. It's because I went low, I wrapped up the quarterback, and sometimes I would land on top of him because I'm just trying to make the tackle, right? Not because I'm trying to break his ribs, not because I'm trying to hurt the guy. Just trying to make the tackle and do my job. The fact that it is now the responsibility of the defender to tackle the quarterback but not kill him is laughable. It flies in the face of everything that we grew up doing for football. And sure, I might sound like an old codger saying this, but god damn it, dude. God fucking damn it. What the fuck is football if you can't tackle a guy? Even if he's a quarterback, the point of a defensive player is to make the stop. You obviously should never go headhunting, but beyond trying to protect the dude's helmet, there's some things that you just should not be trying to do to protect the quarterback on. Protect his head, obviously. Protect his knees if you want, but only when he's running. When he's trying to make a pass, if he gets hit while he's throwing the ball, that's just fucking football. But what the fuck do I know? I don't work in the NFL. I'm just a shit poster on YouTube. So who cares? Hey, Average Mitch. I was wondering when you were going to show up. Miami is just getting destroyed out there, but at least I saw Houston win as well. Miami is just getting beat on defense. They're getting ground down pretty hard. And we're starting the fourth quarter, by the way. I completely didn't even realize that. We're starting the fourth as there's another rush by Pacheco for a first down, except there's a flag on the play, and I think it's coming back. That is holding on the offense, and we have a Twitch viewer, Twitch 234 quadruple one. Hi. Hello. Happy to see you here. So, Tex Mish fan. Yeah, I mean, Houston blew out Cleveland. That was a proper blowout. This isn't a blowout. This is like a prolonged torture from Miami fans. It's not really so much them getting destroyed. That would require big plays and just nuking them. I would say it's more so Kansas City is just slowly grinding down this Miami defense to the point of, ground coffee. All right, Mahomes back to pass. He's looking deep. Throws. It is caught by Rice. Down to the 20. Out of bounds near the 17-yard line. Dude, I know. It is really fucking cold, isn't it? Really fucking cold. Mitch fan, I did not cover the game earlier. I was on a stream with Alan Nadeau the third. If you want to give him a look up on YouTube, he was in here earlier. Actually, if you scroll up the comments, give him a look. He does a lot of good shit himself. A lot of wrestling as well. So I was on his stream earlier tonight for part of it. Mahomes hands the ball off to Edwards-Helaire. He will get back to the line of scrimmage and pretty much go nowhere. Getting a little chippy. I went to the Miami Titans game. It was freezing. When was that game? I kind of want to know. I mean, obviously it was in Tennessee, but I don't remember when that was played. Also, finally, someone who can catch on the Chiefs. I know, right? Like, who the fuck thought that it took -7-degree temperatures for the Chiefs to actually grow a set of hands? Okay, bye. Cool, dude. Whatever. Second and 10 for the Chiefs. Snap. Mahomes looking to throw. He's hit as he throws. No roughing the passer this time. Woo. No roughing the passer this time. Guess because he got hit high, I guess. I don't know. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Chiefs. And again, the Chiefs, they get to the red zone and they just stall out. Why does this keep happening? They're doing so good, but from 20 to 20, from one 20-yard line to the other 20-yard line, they are doing really well. What is going on? A flag has been dropped on the field? What? Are you fucking? Oh, never mind. Intentional grounding. I thought it was another roughing the passer call. God damn. I was about to lose my mind. Not because I hate the Chiefs, but because I'm tired of seeing so much bullshit. All right, so let's see. Was Mahomes still in the tackle box when he goes to throw it away? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There was nobody in the area. Really good delayed call there by the officials. So he was well within the tackle box, tried to throw the ball away, and it's intentional grounding, loss of down. Going to be 3rd and 20 now for the Chiefs. So we got about 13 minutes to go, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. If Kansas City gets another field goal here, I don't know how Miami's going to win this game. Their offense has just not been able to get moving. Mahomes looking to throw. He will do so. Out of bounds, and this time, I don't think he's going to get intentional grounding. Never mind. We do have a flag. I don't know who it's on, though. Who's it on? Who is it on? Oh, my God. Another roughing the passer? Are you fucking kidding me? That is an automatic first down regardless of yardage. And Miami's head coach is fucking livid. Wilkins is the one tagged with the foul. What happened here? Oh, my Lord. Okay, what the fuck? That actually was a good roughing the passer. And I'm pissed off about it because we had really one that was really shitty earlier, and then that hit was pretty late. So it's 1st and 10 for Kansas City, and Pacheco's got the ball. He'll go about 3 yards, and that is just going to keep wearing down this Miami defense. I think it's like a slow death for Miami here. I was hoping Miami would win only because 80% of live Chiefs game is Taylor Swift stuff, which is really annoying. Mitch, let's be honest. How many Taylor Swift fans are going to brace the cold just to know they're in the same stadium as Taylor Swift? It's -7, -27 wind chill. I don't think there's a lot of Swifties there tonight. I'm just saying. Just my prediction. I know there's probably some tough ones out there, but I don't think that's the case this time. And the Chiefs Stadium is half empty for a reason. So, ball snap. Mahomes hands it off again. This time to Pacheco, who runs into his own man and is brought down inside the 10. So it's going to be 3rd and short. And we got about 12 minutes to go in the ball game. We're deep into the 4th quarter, deep into the second half now. It's 3rd and short. Miami with 3 timeouts. Kansas City with 2. And yeah, this is getting kind of rough for Miami. They got to get a stop here, but even then, another field goal would be bad anyway. 3rd and 4. Mahomes looking to throw. He will. It is caught by Edwards-Helaire, and he will be brought down past the 1st down line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Kansas City. And, oh, man, this is probably going to be the dagger. Dumb gamers, bro, Swifties have made a human sacrifice at one of her concert. What? They can handle the cold. What the fuck, dude? I'm not going to look into that. I don't want to know that there's Swifties out there that committed literal human sacrifice on a fucking poor bastard. All right, here we go. Wildcat to Pacheco. He's going to look to run up the gut, catch the outside edge. That is a touchdown for the Chiefs. Touchdown, Kansas City Chiefs. Pacheco with the carry on a Wildcat formation. And ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I believe Miami is guilty of losing this football game. I mean, they are just, man, that sucks. It's about to be a 20-point lead for Kansas City. You can probably about put this in the bucket right here. It's probably over. My Lord, Kansas City just ran the ball down Miami's throat the entire game. And that kick is good. It is 26-7, almost a 20-point lead for Kansas City. Well, folks, I can say this about this game. Despite how cold it is and despite how frozen everything is, at least there's been some scoring. There's been a lot of field goals tonight. I mean, a lot of field goals, but there's been plenty of good scoring going on, keeping us entertained enough. But I think there's a couple of reasons why we're at this point. Number one, there is a severe depletion of personnel at defense for Miami. 6 players are sitting on the bench due to injury that combined for 25 sacks. That's not a little. That's pretty rough. So they're playing a lot of backups out there tonight. Second, obviously this cold weather is a bitch to be traveling from Miami. I don't believe, if you're an NFL team, I do not believe in any way, shape, or form that if you are in the South and you go north to play a playoff game, you're going to lose because of the cold weather. I believe that poor preparation is why you lose a game in a cold weather. But finally, Kansas City is just really that damn good. They just really are that good. Say what you want about the bad wide receiver catches this year and the drops, but, I mean, Kansas City, they have proved tonight that their offense can really slug it out and really grind down a defense over the course of the entire game. So it is what it is. Finally, a touchdown, says Average Mitch, man. I agree. Finally, we get a touchdown because nobody else was scoring any touchdowns. It was nothing but field goals for a while there. and we are ready to get back into it as we approach the final 11 minutes of this football game. Once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, I normally do college football videos and I just, talk shit and shit post. But in the event of this game being, -7 and being a nice bowl, I decided to do a live stream tonight for NFL. We have a new video coming out next week, part 2 of my national championship game history series. Last one did really well. Appreciate all you guys' support on that. But we're going to be doing part 2 sometime next week. It's going to be about the BCS. If you remember how convoluted and shitty the BCS was, I think you'll enjoy what I have cooking there. But if you're into that, give this a like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be talking college football all summer long, and I'm looking forward to it. So it's going to be fun. As we got a Miami 1st and 10 here after a touchback on kickoff. And Tua's going to go to snap. Like, the running the ball phase is over. He's going to go deep. He's got Waddle, but overthrows him. Miami. Another thing that I think Miami has done wrong tonight is they tried to run the ball too much when your best weapons are on wide receiver and at quarterback, and you're running the ball. Don't get me wrong. Mostert's been pretty good most of the season, but he's got 8 rushes for 33 yards tonight. Tua has only thrown the ball for 100 yards. Mahomes has run the ball for over 200. Hill has 3 receptions for 62 yards. He's literally gotten half the yardage on passing tonight. Miami needs to throw the ball. They have not been throwing the ball at all, and that's why they're losing. And that ball is thrown and is caught by Tyreek Hill for a gain of about 7. So it'll be 3rd down. And we're kind of just counting down the clock right now. Really, I hope the Steelers beat the Bills. I can't handle to see the Texans go up against the Ravens. That would suck. Man, you're already a Michigan fan and a Texas fan. What, you got to piss me off of being a fan of the Steelers for a night? Come on now. 3rd and 4 for Miami. If they have any hope of getting back in this ball game, you got to get a 1st down here. You got no other choice. All right, to a single shotgun formation, 5 wideouts, and the ball is delay of game. Is it? Yep, delay of game on Miami. Just awful, awful, awful penalties, self-inflicted wounds by Miami tonight. And honestly, we all probably should have saw this coming after their game against the Bills last week, where they choked away the AFC East. And no, Mitch, that doesn't surprise me. And good for you, man. If you're a fan of the Lions, it's great for the Lions fans. You finally get to play in a playoff game the first time since before I was fucking born. Good for you guys. 3rd and 9 for Miami. Tua looking to throw. He will do so. He's intending for, I don't know who that was that caught the ball, but he caught the ball for a 1st down. And for the first time tonight, and first time this half, Miami is actually throwing the goddamn ball. That was Jalen Waddle on the reception. I couldn't really figure out who it was at first because the numbers weren't really showing. I'm sorry, that's Wilson Jr. on the reception. The fact that Tua has not had the chance to throw the ball that much tonight tells me 2 things. Number 1, he does not like the cold, obviously. 2, he does not have a good grip of the football. It's looking really bad. Here we go, 1st and 10. As we crack open another beer. Tua looking to throw. Caught over the middle. That'll be a 1st down for Miami. That was Craycraft with the reception there. This is what's frustrating for me. Miami could have been doing this all fucking night, and they decided not to because it was cold. Whoever the offensive coordinator is, fire his ass, because why the fuck would you be doing this now? Not in the 3rd quarter when you needed a spark on the offense. Fucking why? Pisses me off to no end. All right, 1st and 10 for Miami. They're inside the 40. Trying to get a touchdown to save face. Tua looking to throw. He will throw it to Mostert behind the line. He'll be brought down for a 3-yard loss. Goddamn. Nobody's open, so you check down for a 3-yard loss. Way to fucking go. I'm not even a fan of Miami, and I'm pissed off for their fans. Like, Jesus, who the fuck is calling this game an offensive coordinator? This has been bullshit. You decide to run the ball all damn game, and you're quickly realizing in the second quarter, hey, maybe we shouldn't be running the ball so much because we need to get a spark going on offense. And third quarter, hey, we're down by like 2 scores. Maybe we should consider throwing the ball. No, wait until like the dying moments of the game before you actually finally start throwing the goddamn ball. It's pretty much out of reach. Good job. Tua taking the snap on second and 13. He's going to run for his life, and he will probably pick up the first down there. It's out of bounds, past the line. First down for Miami. And again, if you're a Miami fan, where the fuck has this been all game, right? Seriously, where the fuck has this been? I'm not a fan of Miami at all, and I'm pissed off for them. Like, you could have been doing this in the third quarter, and you decided not to. You have 200 yards of offense. Your offense has literally been on the field for 10 minutes less than the Kansas City offense. That's just bad coaching. First and 10, Miami's on the Kansas City 25, threatening in the red zone. Tua throws deep. He has Tyreek in double coverage. Awful forced pass. I mean, awful forced pass. Hill was covered with two men, and he still threw the ball into double coverage, hoping Tyreek can pull a fucking rabbit out of his hat and catch it with his third arm. Like, what were you trying to do there? He had the safety over top of him and his corner, and still said, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll throw it over there. Why not?" Nearly picked off, nearly sealed the game for Kansas City. Just a bad throw all the way around. What the fuck are you doing? If he's not open, don't throw it there, dipshit. Second and 10 for Miami at the 25. Tua, really bad throw. Throws it behind the line, nearly scooped up and taken back by Kansas City. The pressure by the Chiefs causing Tua to have another really bad throw behind the line tonight. I remember earlier he threw a lateral to Mostert, and he threw it behind Mostert, and it rolled out of bounds. So, what is he doing? Dolphins are going to challenge. They're going to challenge something. And it looks like they are challenging the ruling on the field that it was a lateral and that it should have been a forward pass. Okay, I guess if you're trying to. Oh, wait. That ball is tipped off of the helmet of the lineman. Maybe that affects it. Maybe that makes it a live ball, doesn't it? Okay, so hang on. I'm going to hear what the rest says. He's trying to. Okay, the referee says they're challenging if the previous pass was forward. Basically, what they're trying to determine is was the ball thrown backwards or forwards. And if you're thinking about clock management, that's pretty key here because if the ball is thrown forward, it's incomplete, and the clock is dead when it hits the ground. If it's thrown backward, then it is a live ball, and the clock keeps running until it goes out of bounds. But it tipped off the back of the offensive lineman's helmet, so that makes it a live ball, I'm pretty sure. That's a tipped ball. Yep. Okay, so the referee with a little bit of a lengthy explanation there. So basically, after review, the call is overturned. What happened? What the rule is this. So, like I mentioned, the ball bounced off the helmet of one of his linemen. When he released the football, it was going forward. But because it bounced off the head of the lineman, that bounce, the tip, if you will, caused it to roll backwards. But since he released the ball in going forward, that means that basically it's a forward pass at that point, regardless of if it's tipped. So because of that, they add about 20 seconds back onto the clock for Miami, which may or may not matter, depending on the context of what happens on 3rd and 10. So it's 3rd and 10 for Miami at the 25. I mean, they got to get a touchdown here, so we might as well call it 4 play down here. And Tyreek Hill takes the catch and is killed on the hit. It's going to be 4th and long for Miami, and this is probably going to be the ball game here. So a loss of yardage on that. I don't know why Miami is trying to throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage. They're getting way too cheeky with these play calls. Like, seriously, you need a touchdown. Why are you not going for the end zone? What the fuck are you doing, Tua? And I know you had options going towards the end zone. It's 4th and 16. The ball game is on the line now. Got 6.5 to go. It is 4th and 16. Miami needs a first down. Even better, a touchdown. Snap. Tua looking downfield. He will throw it to Waddle. What the fuck? Wilson Jr. on the reception. That's a turnover on downs. This fucker's over. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? You are 4th and a mile, and you throw a check down short 7 yards of the line to gain to Wilson Jr., which I'm not saying you shouldn't have thrown the ball to Wilson Jr. I'm saying you should only throw the ball to Wilson Jr. if he's at the fucking sticks. Tua's getting rushed out of the fucking pocket, making these dink and dunk throws to nowhere. Look, look. So again, turnover on downs. Kansas City's taking over. The ball game is basically over at this point, right? Kansas City's been beating ass on the offensive front all night. If you are a head coach in the NFL and it's 4th and 16, and you need to get a first down to even have a hope of staying alive in this ball game and in the playoffs, keeping your season going, why are you throwing a check down well before the line to gain? God, that pisses me off. The only good thing that came of this, there's 2 good things that came of that play. Chiefs are going to win the game, and the fans get to go home, and this game is over. They get to get out of the cold. So congratulations, Kansas City. You're going to move on with a full 6 minutes to go in the game because Miami doesn't know how to play fucking offense. Check down, run the ball, check down. 1, 2, 3 good throws in a row over the middle. Check down. Bullshit challenge call that did get you a few more seconds. That was ultimately pointless. And they just showed Taylor Swift on TV. Oh, fuck everything. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. It don't fucking matter anymore. Pacheco up the gut. He'll be brought down. Yeah. Yeah. I wish this was a more exciting game, guys. I'm sorry. But at least you didn't have to spend. If you're here listening to this rather than paying Peacock fucking money, thank you. Your decision was very wise. This was not a good game to watch for the most part. It was a very slow, very methodical, very cold game. And Kansas City is going to advance to the divisional round unless, they absolutely blow the ball right here. 2nd and 8, then they'll hand it off to Pacheco again, just looking to ice the game. Wink, wink, ice. I'm bad at jokes. And timeout has been taken on the field by who? I'm assuming Miami. They just showed Taylor Swift again. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm taking a drink every time they mention Taylor Swift. So, this has been a now the commentators are bragging that they happen to be broadcasting the game right above Taylor Swift. Tarico's doing the little claw motion, like That's not creepy at all. So there you go, Swifties. You get 15 seconds of Taylor Swift. Yeah, if you're a fan at Arrowhead, just get the fuck out of there. You don't need to be there anymore. The game's over. Go home, get warm. Shout out to the fans of Kansas City, though. Braving all this cold ass shit, those that were in attendance, I mean, some people will say it's incredibly stupid, but I mean, you're a true fan if you were at that game tonight. I give them props. Mahomes looking deep. He'll throw it deep and overthrows his target. And that was Vontaze Scantling, the intended target there. So it'll be a 3-0 for Kansas City, but this game's basically over. We got 5.5 to go. Kansas City's up by 19. Yeah, Tree just posted on Twitter the Dolphins are being flash frozen, vacuum sealed, and will be sold for $10.99 a pound at your local supermarket in a few days. Well said, sir. Well said. Like somebody's dad tweeted, "Is this a football game or the fucking Taylor Swift show?" In fairness, they've only shown Taylor Swift 6 times tonight, and usually only when Travis Kelsey does something. Hey, you know what? Shout out to the Dolphins fan they have on TV right now. Man's wearing an old ass Dolphins jersey from like way back when and is still acting hyped up like, yeah, we can still do this, but you really just can't do this, man. So Kansas City did punt the ball, by the way. I know it's kind of the end of the night for them, but they did punt the ball away. So there you go. And now they're showing highlights of what we have going on, what we've had going on tonight. So there you go. So I don't really know what else to say about the Dolphins tonight except this: they are just really poor at basic football. I understand the fact that the ball is going to be hard as a rock, and you're just trying to get something going on the ground, but it's really clear that your offensive weapons. And I just realized they were showing clips of Taylor Swift. So I'm just going to chug this beer because fuck it. Finish the beer. Oh god damn it! They just showed her again. Fuck me. It's a good thing I had another one. Oh, that's a lot of beer at once. My god, I normally don't do that. Everybody's hyped up and having fun. Good for the Chiefs fans. My voice just changed. First and 10, it's -9. Feels like -28. Good lord, it's get these boys off the field as quick as possible. This one's over. And Tua fakes the handoff. He'll throw it out of bounds. Way overthrows the man. My lord. Oh lord. So winds are not that bad right now. It's 4-mile-an-hour swirling winds, but it is pretty clear what the conclusion is. So at this point, we're just watching the time clock, will fade like all good people do with their life. So second and 10 for Miami, man in motion. That's Waddle. Tua looking to throw. He'll throw it to Waddle. Ugh, fuck, my bad. Incomplete. Ball's tipped and incomplete. Snead talking shit at the Dolphins bench. That's a lot of beer. Damn. Didn't expect to drink that much at once. But they were showing Taylor Swift back to back to back to back to back. So what are you going to do? Maybe not drink? I don't know. Yeah, Waddle had two hands on it, but Snead crashed hard on his ass and forced him to not catch it. So there you go. Third and 10 for Miami. It is the twilight of this ball game here. It's pretty much over. We got 5 minutes to go for some crazy shit to happen. They got trips wide receivers up top of the screen. Tua and shotgun all along in the backfield. No doubt what they're doing here. Catch is complete. Just Smythe. And that's well short of the fourth down. Dolphins, do you punt? try to retain some dignity so that way Kansas City doesn't just score on you again? No, they are going to call another play. Okay. So they're going to call another play and probably turn it over. And Kansas City's going to just run out the clock. Even though it's 4.5 minutes to go in the game, we still got 2 timeouts for Miami and a 2-minute warning. Well, here we go. Trips wideouts. Wilson Jr. is in motion. Tua will take the snap. He will look to throw. Runs out of the pocket. Throws it to Wilson Jr. and it is caught for a first down, surprisingly enough. So Dolphins are still playing to the end, and I respect them for that. But it's tonight's not your night, boys. That's just not your night, Miami. So yeah, we are about 6 beers deep tonight. I think pretty good amount. 1st and 10 for Miami. Ball is on the 42. Snap. Tua looking to throw again. He will do so. And miscommunication with Wilson Jr. there. He was expecting Wilson Jr. to continue to run. Wilson Jr. made a stop or stuttered, tried to do a comeback, and just flat out missed him. What are you going to do? Well, I got to see this real quick. A buddy of mine on Discord. It was fun to hypothermia land tonight, but I had to bail at the start of the 4th quarter, and I don't fucking blame him. At least he was there. All right, thanks to everybody that's been on the stream. I'm glad you're going to be here through the end, even though this is pretty much all but over. 2 on the snap, 2nd and 10, and that is tipped and dropped again. 3rd and 10 for Miami. I think it was Waddle, the intended receiver there. So there's a chance, I'd say a pretty good chance, actually, that we could have another playoff game in Kansas City next week, given the fact that they are the 3 seed. Now, Buffalo would need to lose, but should Buffalo lose, they would host the next game. And that would be interesting because it's not going to get much better at Kansas City next week, I can tell you that. 3rd and 10 for Tua. And as tipped at the line, and it's going to fall incomplete, 4th and long, and this is probably going to be it right here again. Mitch Fan, BCS video. So I had to, unfortunately, go to a funeral today. I've been one of our relatives in our family passed away recently, so I have been kind of distracted by that. It's all good, things happen in life. You got to take it on the chin. So the video kind of got set aside for a couple days. After this video tonight, we're going to start working on it again tomorrow. I'm hoping to have it out sometime next week, and I am looking forward to getting it done. Thank you. I appreciate it. 2 4th and 10, looking deep. It'll be caught for a first down. And Waddle was on the reception there. So the Dolphins are continuing the drive regardless of the current state of affairs. And that was just a great catch by Waddle there. Nice grab, got 2 feet in bounds. Actually slid in front of Mahomes when he caught the ball. So well played. But yeah, the BCS video will be out. I'm going to try to have it out next week. Like I said, things happen in life and we got delayed, but we'll try to have it out next week at some point. 2 on the snap, 1st and 10. Look at the throw. It is dropped. Broken up on the play, I should say. It wasn't really dropped. Just good defense right there. I'm hoping you guys enjoy this coverage tonight. We're not going to probably be doing a whole lot more NFL playoff games unless they're really special. Most of the time we do college football here. This is a anomaly because of how goddamn cold it is. But we're not going to be doing any more NFL streams probably for the remainder of the season. Sorry if you're in the NFL. We're mainly college football here, but we will be on the phone about it. As that pass is thrown behind the intended target and incomplete, it's going to be 3rd and 10 again. Here's the thing. I watch the NFL clearly. I don't just only watch college football. I'd be insane to do that. But I do enjoy watching all football. We will be doing UFL coverage in the spring when that kicks off on March 30th. I intend to do a stream of that game. And depending on how it goes, we may do more. We'll see what happens. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Miami. You got a man in motion. Tua looking to throw. He's rushed out of the pocket. And he's going to be just throwing that sucker into the stands. 4th and 10. And once again, this is the ball game right here. I mean, it's already over, but could be the game. Chiefs fan in the stands got the fucking souvenir. Good for that guy. Sitting in -7-degree temperatures the whole night, and you get a free football out of it. That's hell yeah. On an incomplete pass by Tua Tagovailoa. That's great. It can't happen any better. But again, we will be dropping the BCS video. I'm hoping sometime next week. I really want to get that out because I want to get to the playoffs and move on to other topics. 4th and 10, Miami, last gasp. Tua steps up to the pocket, will throw, and it is caught, incomplete. Dropped it, actually, incomplete by Hill. That is a turnover on downs with 3:44 to go in the game. And that will take us to probably another commercial, which ironic since it's on Peacock and it's a streaming service and a lot of people pay good money, but whatever. So, it is what it is tonight, guys. I appreciate those of you that have stuck around to the end. Not a lot of you here anymore. We were up to about 40 people watching at one point, which is great. Appreciate all y'all that stuck around to the end. We're not going to commercial, actually. Okay. It's been a long night. Hand off to Pacheco for the Chiefs, and he's going to break free for about 5 yards. And nearly fumbled, I guess, but, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll hang out here probably until the end of the game. This is now officially the 4th coldest game in NFL history. At kickoff, it was -4 when they kicked the ball off. It's obviously a little bit colder now as the night goes on. We'll hang out for a few minutes after the game. If you guys want to ask questions, shoot the shit when the ball game is over, I'm here. The 11 of you that are watching, feel free to comment. I will answer any comments in the chat, highlight them on the screen. And, we can shoot the shit for a few minutes after the game if you want. Or if you just want to go to bed, that's fine too. I'm going to be up for a while, probably. I got Red Dead Redemption 2 calling my name. I just finally got back into that game recently, and it's a hell of a ride. Arthur Morgan and all that. Those of you that are here, that's going to be a first down for the Chiefs on a scrum of a run. Those of you in the chat, if you want to, sound off what your favorite video game is, go right ahead. I personally am a big fan of the Assassin's Creed series, but I find that I don't have the love of Assassin's Creed like I used to. It was really fun back in the day. My first game that I played was AC3, ironically enough. But recently, I really enjoyed Red Dead. It's a great story, great building of characters, and it's a Western video game. You don't see too many of those too often, which is quite a contrast. First and 10 for the Chiefs. They're going to hand it off again. This is Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be brought down at the line. They're just trying to get to the 2-minute warning, get the hell out of Dodge. I do play a little Madden Ultimate Team as well. It's, I'm not very good at competitive Madden play. The offensive part is not a big deal. It's the defensive formations to stop the offenses where I trip up. Usually when I play Madden. But no, normally you'll find me playing Red Dead Redemption 2, maybe some Assassin's Creed. I just got the XAO collection for my Xbox One. It's a nice little throwback to high school and burning 8 hours on the weekend playing and grinding out Assassin's Creed back in the day. It brings back some good nostalgia for me. The XAO collection with the 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. I need to get 3. And what I also want to do is I want to get to a point where I can buy an old PlayStation 2, get the old NCAA football games on there, get an Elgato capture card, and play NCAA video games, and use some of that footage for videos as well, so I don't, feel like I'm stealing it from somebody. We're at the 2-minute warning. It is a foregone conclusion at this point that this fucker is over. So we'll play a little lo-fi night driving, provided by the good folks at StreamYard. And I am just so happy that this game is. So a cameraman literally has a rubber chicken. I'm not even joking. He has a rubber chicken in hand. And they flashed the cameraman on the sidelines, and he took a bite on the rubber chicken, and the rubber chicken didn't fucking move. That's how fucking cold it is. The rubber is freezing out there. Again, shout out to the Chiefs fans that are there tonight. I mean, the Chiefs fans, you gotta be crazy to go to a game like this. Cold as shit, in the middle of Kansas City, with, negative 20-degree wind chills. The Walrus has a stash that looks like an icicle on his face. What a badass coach. Andy Reid, I love the bastard. I know a lot of people talk shit about him. I love the bastard. Average text Mitch, just swear this football for both NFL and college football is very interesting. I mean, here's something that I want to point out, right? Football as we know it has changed drastically in the last week, okay? College football has ended for the year. Michigan won the national championship. That in itself was crazy. And Edwards-Helaire actually fumbled the ball on that last run, and it was recovered by the Dolphins. You know how much I don't give a shit when a fumble literally happens on screen, and I say nothing. It's because this fucker's over. We'll keep calling the game as we call it, but, I mean, we're just trying to get down here in Kansas City, get these guys off the field. It's dangerous now. But this week has been a hell of a week. Obviously, pro-wise, you had Black Monday after the end of the regular season. Then you had the bombshell drop with Pete Carroll fired via promotion in Seattle, and Bill Belichick resigning from New England. In college, you have Nick Saban, coach of Alabama, as there's a first down for Miami off of a catch by Wilson Jr. Nick Saban retired from the game, and Alabama poaches Kalen DeBoer from Washington. It's been a landmark week for college football and football as a whole. If you want to put a moment in time that one era of football ended and a new one began, Thursday when Saban retired, when Belichick retired, when Carroll was fired by a promotion, that was the moment that football changed for good. College football technically was changed for good once the national championship ended, because now we're entering the 12-team playoff era of college football. And I don't know what the hell it's going to look like, but we do know this. The old guard is gone in football, and it will never be the same. And quite frankly, I'm looking forward to it. We are going to be doing live streams pretty much weekly when the football season hits, and we're going to try to do videos every week recapping what happens in college football season. But for pros, it's obviously not what we talk about really on this channel. There's a lot of other people on this platform that do really good at covering the NFL. I don't cover the NFL just because everybody else does it pretty well. And we have run out of time in Kansas City. The final score, Chiefs 26, Miami 7. Chiefs win, and that is going to advance the Chiefs to the divisional round. Miami finally gets the hell out of Kansas City, frozen and dead. DJ, welcome back. You came back just in time for the end, man. You didn't miss much. Kansas City just outlasted Miami. So, yeah, guys, this has been a wild ride. We're going to hang out for a few minutes. If you guys want to shoot the shit in the comments about whatever, I'm not going anywhere for a few minutes. So let's shoot the shit. So, to recap this game, Miami got a touchdown in the second quarter off of a Tyreek Hill catch that put them back in the ball game. But they really couldn't get going after that, and their offense just stalled out. They kept on going to the run. They ran the ball so fucking much. They didn't really throw the ball hardly at all. I mean, look at the final stats for Tua. Tua's final stats were 200 yards for a touchdown and a pick. That's cool and all, but you got to remember that was a lot of those yards came in garbage time after they were down by 26. So in reality, it should be like 120 yards for a touchdown and a pick. Mahomes had a stellar night, 23 for 41, 262 and a touchdown, which doesn't sound like Mahomes on paper, but in reality, in negative 20, that's pretty goddamn good. Raheem Mostert with 8 carries and 33 yards, just an abysmal night. Pacheco with 99 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill got 5 catches for 62 yards and a touchdown. Really didn't do anything much after the first half at all. And Rashid Rice for the Chiefs, 8 receptions for 130 yards and a touchdown. Well, that was the thing. 0-2 our predictions, and now Houston either goes to Baltimore or Kansas City. Yeah. What about the Bills? What if they win? I mean, Houston would have to go to Baltimore. That's right, yeah. So then, okay. So if the Bills win tomorrow, Houston would go to Baltimore. Kansas City would go to Buffalo. So we got the AFC kind of halfway figured out now. The NFC will get started tomorrow with the Rams and the Lions on prime time. And I know there was another, what was the other fucking NFC game? God damn it. I'm drawing out. Cowboys-Packers will kick off in the early afternoon. Thank you. Yeah, DJ. Average Mitch asked when the BCS video was going to be coming out next, and I advised that it was delayed because unfortunately I had a relative in the family that passed away recently. So we had a little bit of I had to take care of that today with remembrance, and we're going to be back at it next week, hopefully getting the BCS Part 2 of the National Championships video out next week. And I'm hoping it's going to be great. So we'll see what happens. I mean, both the Texans are going to be in some trouble. But here's the thing that I like about the Texans, right? CJ Stroud is a fucking baller. They took that Cleveland defense that is honestly absurd at how good they are and tore them apart today against the Browns. You know, Texans just tore apart the Browns on defense. So if I was the Texans, I'm feeling pretty good right now, regardless of who the hell you got to face. Honestly, I'd rather go to Baltimore because at least the weather shouldn't be as shitty, right? I mean, where do you want to go? You want to go to cold-ass Buffalo, cold as fuck Kansas City, or cold but not as cold Baltimore? Oh, no, I feel like I'd rather go to Baltimore and play the Ravens than go back to Kansas City or Buffalo because, good Lord, the elements really fuck you up. Especially for a team that plays primarily in a dome, there's got to be a factor with that, too. So I think there could be another divisional round exit in play for Houston. DJ, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. So we are, yeah. I mean, if there's anything else you guys want to sound off in the comments, please feel free to do so. This has been thank you, DJ. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you subscribing earlier from Alan Nadell. That was pretty cool of you. All right, boys. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about, please feel free to put it in the comment now. If there's not really much else to say, I think we're going to sign off. I'll give you guys about a minute. So I'm cool. I'll talk all night about football. I don't give a shit. That's what I breathe for, man. Football is. I don't know what it is about football. I know a lot of people outside of the United States and Canada maybe don't quite get the game, but man, it is such. Especially when I played 14 years from Pop Warner to college, it's a lifestyle. It's a brotherhood. There ain't nothing else like it in the world, in my opinion, than football. It it's a Warriors game. Yeah, man. My first game that I honestly remember from a child, first game I can distinctly remember watching when I was a young boy was in 2000. I watched a game between the Packers and the Vikings. And it was in Green Bay. That's the first game I distinctly remember watching as a boy. And then I remembered we're Bengals fans, and I kind of adopted the lifestyle. And I also grew up around the suburbs of Columbus. I lived in a few different places in Columbus as a kid. I lived in Lockbourne. I lived in Groveport, Darbyville, and London, Ohio, for 5 years. The disgusting act game. What do you mean by that? And I fell in love with it. No, not that game. Actually, you're right. I know what you're talking about now. The one where he shoots the moon at the fans. Not that one. No. It was a random game in the regular season between the Vikings and the Packers. That's the one I remember the most from being a boy. And then I watched John Kitna's Bengals, and then suddenly realized, hey, I'm a Bengals fan for some god awful reason. But thankfully, Ohio State just happened to get really good around that point. Jim Tressel came on in 2001, and they won the national championship in 2002, 2003 when I was in second grade. And that was, oh my God. Back then in 2003, January 2003, when Ohio State won the national championship, we got this day off of school the following day. There was newspapers all over the classrooms. Everybody was so goddamn happy. It was, as a young boy, it was the best experience as a football fan I ever had. As a boy, it was great. Especially living so close to the city of Columbus, you could feel the excitement in the air for that team. And to this day, it's one of my favorite memories of being an Ohio State fan. I'm actually excited for the playoffs for the Texans. They have exceeded expectations and proved people wrong. It was actually sad that Bryce Young went to the Panthers. The Texans have definitely proved a lot of people wrong. The rebuild was going to take years, not months. They did in 6 months what it's taken them 6 years to try to figure out how to do. Get back to the postseason. And good for them. I'm happy for Texans fans. I really am, because you guys have had a lot to suffer through with Bill O'Brien, the Deshaun Watson scandal, really mediocre coaching by Lovie Smith, and then finally you have seemingly reached the bright side, the greener grass in the NFL world for the first time in years. It's a good time to be a Texans fan. I'm happy for them. Genuinely, I'm happy for them. So hopefully, I would love to see the Texans even make the Super Bowl. I'll say that right now. If the Texans make the Super Bowl, I'll be happy for them, because as a franchise, they have never been there. When the Oilers were in Houston, they never went to the Super Bowl either. So to see a great football town in Houston finally get represented in the Super Bowl, that would be amazing. First football game I remember was the 2011 game of Ohio State versus Michigan. Oh boy, my friend. I think Ohio State did win that game. I know in 2012 or 13 they beat us, but 2011 was before the probation period, and I think that was Tressel's last game against Michigan, if I recall correctly. That was the year they went to the Sugar Bowl, I believe. Domingo Ryans brought the San Francisco culture with him to Houston. I agree, but a player can only bring so much culture to a team. It's ultimately up to the head coaches to foster that culture and turn it into something else, you know? I think that's what Jim Harbaugh's trying to do. Something that I discussed with Alan on his stream earlier tonight during the Houston game was Harbaugh is Jim Harbaugh from Michigan. He's currently he's going to be taking an interview with the Chargers sometime next week. I don't remember when, but he's going to be taking an interview with the Chargers sometime next week. that's not me saying that he's going to go to LA for sure. But what it does say is this: they're going to hire a head coach before they hire a general manager. And if you're a head coach like Jim Harbaugh, where the only thing you care about besides winning football games, besides getting the team you want, is the culture of said team, having a GM that you help pick in your back pocket is what you need, because that gives you so much more ability to control the mindset of your team, knowing that you are really the one running the show. Hell, it wouldn't even surprise me if they say, well, Jim Harbaugh is going to be coach/GM. They really wouldn't, because what he is right now in college. I could see that. And Michigan would need to really drive a really hard bargain to keep Harbaugh there. DJ, first football game I watched from start to finish was 2002 wild card, Frisco versus the Giants. Oh man, I remember that was a good game too. I think it was a good game. I remember bits and pieces of that one. I saw a replay of it years and years and years ago, but I do remember watching bits of it live at a family gathering back in the day. First Super Bowl I watched was Super Bowl 36, the start of the Patriots dynasty, and my dumbass as first grader brain picked the Rams. And I hated the Patriots after that. Because my mother, she was actually on the phone with one of my aunts at the time, and she said, hey, honey, who are you picking for Super Bowl? And I said, Rams. Sure enough, Rams lose, greatest show on turf dies, and the dynasty of the Patriots begins. So that was the first time I ever jinxed a football team. My first Super Bowl was Nipple Bowl. Oh, 38, Patriots, Carolina. God damn. Oh, God damn. Here's what I find crazy about that whole incident. Everybody was pissed off at what's her name for her breast getting exposed, but no one ever once asked why the fuck did Justin Timberlake rip his shit off. The standards, man. Come on, the standard, man. But no, 38, I remember fondly. That was a great game, 38. It was kind of slow in the first quarter, and then it just revved right the fuck up in the second, and it just didn't quit. And then obviously you had the classic setting of Vinatieri getting the game-winning field goal at the end for the Patriots, and then they would go on to win the very next year in 39 against the Eagles, and the dynasty was fully complete at that point. And I watched all that live as a kid, and it was an honor. I may or may not be zooted. I'm drunk, if that makes you feel better. I've been drinking all night. I can feel the PBR flowing through my veins. I looked at the U of M versus Michigan State history wiki. In their second meeting, Michigan beat them by 119 to nothing. Yeah, I remember there was one Ohio State-Michigan game from the early 1900s that was 84, 86 to nothing. And the referees apparently called both teams together in midfield and said, guys, this is ridiculous. We're calling it off. And that was, that if I recall correctly, that was when Field Yost was the coach for the Michigan Wolverines, and they were running their minute offense, where they would literally score an offense within 60 seconds when they had the ball. And those were the old days of football, where there was no pads. It was basically rugby looking, but nobody wore pads, but they played football instead of rugby. So a lot of people died doing that. I know that because I was doing originally the national championship history was going to be the entire national championship history, 150 plus years of history. That would have been a feature length fucking movie, and I don't have the bandwidth to support a video like that yet. One day I will get to that, but it will not be today. But early football was plagued with a bunch of shit like that, man, and it was crazy, especially when they made the switch from doing just 1 or 2 point tries to 6, 5, 6, 7 point touchdowns. You would have games that would be 8-2 one year and be like 106-6 the following. Continuing that, the 1930-31 meeting of the rivalry in 0-0. Yeah. They didn't abolish ties in college football until 1995, if I believe that, if I remember correctly. Because I know during my editing and research for the Bowl Alliance and Bowl Coalition video, that when I was watching the game, they were talking about how a tie could have completely screwed over one of the teams. I can't remember which team and which game it was, but a tie would have screwed over one of those teams of a national championship, potentially sharing it with. It was 94 Nebraska. That's who it was. So 94 Nebraska. Game was tied at one point in the game. And the commentators were talking about it. Man, if it ends in a tie, Penn State might get a full share of the national championship or at least split it. And I was like, what? Really? Oh, boy. Obviously, that didn't happen. DJ, my favorite as a kid was Squirtle. All right, guys. I think we're going to call it right there. Once again, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, doing this solo stream. It was a blast. I had a lot of fun calling this game on Peacock, and I appreciate all y'all for being here. We are, once again, we are going to be dropping the next video sometime next week, and I'll be about the BCS. If you're new here, we primarily talk about college football, obviously, but again, this was just a special occasion thing tonight. I really wanted to do it. So, yeah, thank you, DJ. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate you guys being here to the end. Really do. For those of you that are still here and haven't commented, thank you for watching. Appreciate you all and all of your support. Thank you for getting this channel to over 900 subscribers. We're going to break 1,000 here soon. I know it. And I am deeply honored to have your guys's, to be able to maybe make your life a little better some days. It's humbling. So thank you very much, everybody. And I will see you when I see you.